Hello, everybody. How dare you, bug? Get out of here. Oh, I smacked the microphone. Oh, is that dead? Are you alive? Hello? Excuse you? The audacity of you to live? Why didn't you move sooner? Hello, everyone. Welcome to football. I'm your creeped out host, Sean. Welcome back to Madden. So I turned the light on my ring light on the camera, and I was like, oh, cool, this is fine. And then I went to look at it to intro it, and there's a bug just on the outside edge of it. And then I moved it, and then it moved. I touched it, and I thought it was dead, so I tried to do it again, and then it moved and startled me. Welcome on in to football right here on youtube.com/Shaunosaurus Madden NFL 2003 is what we are playing right now. The 2002-2003 NFL season happening every single week on the channel. So be sure to scroll down, subscribe, ring that bell. That way you're notified when I post new videos. Tuesdays, 6 a.m. is when that posts. This week, we are starting the playoffs with the wild card round. We're going to have 4 games today, so extended football action for you. Been doing 3 throughout the season, and I was thinking about it. Kind of glad that I stuck to just doing 3. There were occasionally weeks where there were more than 3 games that were kind of interesting, but for the most part, it was actually pretty difficult to get good games consistently, and we saw a lot of the same teams over and over once we got past about the halfway mark, because the good teams stayed good. The bad teams stayed bad, and it was just an inconvenient, matchup situation where the good teams were playing bad teams, and the good teams were good, and the bad teams were bad. And that is how it stayed. So we had a lot of, here's a Patriots team playing a 2-11 Broncos team, and you're like, this sucks. And then you got, other stuff. We never had a silly game of let's watch the terrible Saints and the terrible Broncos play each other. That would have been fun. But instead, we just kind of wiggled through, got through the regular season. It was 3 games per episode. Thankfully, the AFC North was fairly competitive, so we watched a lot of AFC North. We watched a lot of AFC Central and in NFL Fever 2002 last season too. So the AFC Central, AFC North, weirdly competitive division. So we'll keep an eye on that as we move into next season's game, which will be NFL Fever 2003. That should kick off September 27th. At the latest, it'll be October 3rd or 4th, October 4th. So the 27th or the 4th, whichever one. So stick around for that if you want to see that. This week we have 4 matchups for you. As we start the wild card weekend, we have the Dolphins taking on the Colts. San Francisco is in Washington. Buffalo is taking on Pittsburgh, and the Buccaneers are playing the Packers. The Packers, the winners of the NFC North, they won it at 7-9. Just an awful, awful division all year long. Unbelievable how bad that division was. But we'll hopefully get a couple of good games out of these. A lot of these are pretty good matchups. Even this 10-6, 11-5 matchup is really good. The Bills might be the best team in this round, but they are coming into this struggling a little bit. They lost a couple of close games we saw. They struggled down the stretch. I think they were 10-2 when they lost to that Patriots team. When they lost to the Patriots with a third-string quarterback, and they lost, I think, 3 of the last 4 games, including that. So something to keep an eye on. And we'll see how the Packers fare, being a team that is under 500. But we're going to go to Indianapolis, which makes me regret having them in there, because that means I have to spell Indianapolis in the tags and the description. Dolphins and Colts, that is going to get us started today. Sit back, relax, hang out, enjoy even more football than you normally get. I will probably stick with the 3-game format for next season as well. Though I did notice that NFL Fever's videos tend to be a little more consistent in their time. The games, I think, are a little more consistent. But we'll see how it goes after week 1 and kind of gauge where we are. Of course, NFL Fever gets the benefit of not being played during the baseball season. So there's that as well. But welcome to Indianapolis. 10-6 Miami taking on 11-5 Indianapolis. Indianapolis beat the Jaguars last week to advance to this round.
Moves on to face next week's opponent in the AFC Divisional Championship.
We'll see who wins here. I believe so. The Colts should be the 3, and the Dolphins would be the 6. The Patriots are the 1. So if the Dolphins win, they'll go to New England, Foxborough. And if the Colts win, then they will go face the.
And when he sees a hole, boom, he's off into the secondary.
Who was the second? Who won the?
That much better.
Oh, the Chargers. The Chargers. They will go face the Chargers.
Today. The opposing team's ground game is outstanding, and that's why they'll need great play up front from their defense to stymie that attack. If they can't, they'll be seeing a lot of play action, and that, of course, is very tough to handle for any defense.
And you can tell that defense is fired up and ready to go. I don't think we should keep them waiting any longer.
Let's go to midfield for the coin toss. We'll find out which team advances as we get ready to start this.
All right, exciting times. Playoff football is here. With the playoff atmosphere here in Indianapolis. Next week, you'll have your full divisional round, 4 games. Then on September 20th, we'll crown a champion, and we'll probably check out the Pro Bowl as well. You'll get your AFC and NFC championship immediately followed. The Super Bowl will be in there, and then a Pro Bowl, most likely. But that is the current plan, and we'll just keep rolling with this series. People seem to enjoy it, so that's always good. All right, Brad Johnson, he is leading the Miami Dolphins out. And he is going to throw a pass to the right side. Ooh, a nice spin move to get the first down. Slips through another couple of defenders and gets pushed out of bounds finally. Wow. I thought he was going to be bottled up, but a nice spin move, a broken tackle. Then it looked like he was going to get bottled up again, and they didn't even tackle him. They just pushed him out of bounds. Not a great start. The Dolphins have been an interesting team to watch just from a standings perspective. They were kind of under the radar in a super competitive AFC East. I don't know if you noticed, but there are 3 AFC East teams in this in the playoffs this year, because they sent the Bills, the Patriots, and the Dolphins. The Dolphins kind of shot themselves in the foot toward the end of the season with a pretty bad loss, but they were able to get the wins and losses necessary to propel themselves into the playoffs. But they're a kind of an underdog, underlooked at team, because the 2 teams above them, the Bills and the Patriots, did so well throughout most of the season that they just kind of hung out. They hung out in 3rd place in the East and still made the playoffs. So 3 10-win teams, and even I think the Jets at the end for the AFC East ended at like 8-8. So that AFC East, very competitive. AFC Central, very competitive. And then you have the NFC North with everyone having a losing record. Johnson fires, and that'll be right around the first down marker, but I don't think he quite got it. I think it'll be 2nd down and 1.
Second down and short.
The Bills, though, like I said earlier, the team that I'm most interested in seeing how they play. Kind of backing their way into the playoffs. We watched them lose a couple of close games. Ooh. They went 1-3 in their last 4 for sure. We watched 2 of those losses. They've even watched 4 of those losses. Next season's debut or inaugural game will be the Super Bowl champion. Then we'll get a game with the cover athlete team, which will be Indianapolis, because Peyton Manning is on all of those covers. And then we'll have, I don't know, maybe Super Bowl runner-up. Maybe. This year we got kind of lucky, because it was the 3 matchups, and it was Super Bowl champion cover team, Super Bowl champion cover team. And then we used the Texans because they were brand new. So I guess we could do that for the same same time next year, or it's the same thing next season?
It's good. So a successful drive when you look at the fact they did get 3 points out of it.
Hey, that's why you have your kicker. You put him in
They got off to a rocket fast start, but got slowed down towards the Colts end zone. Once they got into Colts territory, Indianapolis did a good job buckling down, holding them to a field goal. 3-0 Miami. I'm curious, the schedule should be the same, but there's no guarantee. We won't necessarily take a look at the same games. But I'm very curious to see, because this will be the first duplicate season, how it goes. All right. Vinny Testaverde, I believe, the quarterback here for the Indianapolis Colts. Some interesting QB choices.
Uses the pump.
Oh, wow. He pump faked and then almost threw an interception either way. Or anyway, I should say.
And he did a nice job of catching up with that one and breaking it up.
Pump fake, and he didn't really even catch up with it. It was just a really bad throw.
It's 2nd down and 10 to go. Only one man in the backfield. Man in motion. And gets the toss.
Pitch to the left side. Blasted through the offensive line, and a terrific tackle there by number 51. It's literally number 51. Okay, I was hoping for a name when they turned their back, but hopefully NFL Fever has the starting lineup sort of thing that they did for NFL Fever 2002. That was very helpful with knowing who was where and on what team. Madden doesn't have any of that right now. We'll see what happens in Madden 2004. Madden 2004 will start.
Because if you
Just
make
let's
the
have fun.
reception, it
1,
should be good for a fresh set of
3,
downs.
4,
If you make the
5,
catch and
6,
you don't get
7,
the first,
8,
it can only be due to
10,
lack of
11, 12,
concentration
13,
by the receiver.
14,
Number
15,
5
16,
is looking
17,
for a
18,
good punt
19,
here.
20. Ooh, happy Valentine's Day, February 14th, 2023. Madden will be back on the channel.
The punt returner will field this
Ooh,
one.
nice punt return. Picked up a block who some reason decided to let go of that block.
Sometimes as a coverage team, it's easy to over-pursue. And if you do that, you end up running right by the guy you're supposed to be tackling.
It's 1st and 10.
Currently an internet outage happening here. Thankfully, the PlayStation 2 does not require internet to play your video games. That is a bad throw. A terrific interception, though.
That pass was diagnosed.
Taylor
He just stepped up
with
there and tipped it off.
an interception after a very nice punt return. I guess maybe it wasn't that nice.
1st and 10. Ball on their own 27.
No, it was. No, the punt return was not. Okay, never mind. Sorry, I confused myself.
The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him. Ismail,
It's a nice punt
the man
return.
in motion.
A really bad interception there. Testaverde drops back. He throws a pump fake. Throws out to the left side. That should have been an interception. He had both hands on that ball. We do have an internet outage over here, which sucks because it is the opening weekend of college football. I was excited to watch the Georgia-Oregon game. Turns out it's okay that the internet's out because that game is an absolute blowout. Did catch the last,
Number 16 gets set using motion.
I guess, probably 10 minutes. Game time, 10 minutes of the
And he's brought down at the
backyard
28.
brawl. That was fantastic. Did not know it was on, otherwise I probably would have watched more of it.
But the defense was quick to react to the play.
Watched the final 5 minutes of the Purdue-Penn State game. That was abysmal. Absolutely abysmal. One of the worst offensive coaching decisions I have seen in a long time. There were 5 minutes left in that game. Purdue should have just been running the ball and milking the clock, and instead they threw incomplete pass after incomplete pass and stopped the clock over and over and over again. And guess what? When you let a team stick around, they're going to break you at some point, and that's what Penn State did. A disgusting final 5 minutes from Purdue.
Makes no sense to me.
About a yard to go.
McQuarters has 111 returns. Other than that, it's exciting that college football is back. it is that weird week, though, where like a lot of top teams are playing nobody. Just absolute no one. So it always is weird where it's like Alabama hung up 75 points, and it's like, who cares? They paid some team $500,000 or whatever to like come in and get their butts kicked for a couple hours, more than they, pay their players, or willing to pay their players, because Nick Saban's an absolute piece of garbage. But it's that annoying like preseason week where I kind of just wish that like the college football committee would go, you get one preseason game, we're not going to count it, doesn't go against your, or it doesn't go on your record, you play whoever you want, we're not counting it. Then you play 12 actual games. And if you have bad opponents in your conference, that's fine. Everybody has bad opponents in their conference. That's okay.
With the Miami Dolphins ahead of the Indianapolis Colts, 3-0. And we're ready to start the second quarter.
But it is that very annoying thing. We can take a look at some scores here.
Ball on their own 23.
3-0 through 1 with a 2nd and 6 coming up.
Get set.
Oregon is getting absolutely pummeled. We have an offside here.
There's a flag on the play.
Offsides. Oh, encroachment. I didn't realize. I guess I didn't realize they used encroachment all the way back then.
Early and touched an offensive player, and that forces the officials to blow the whistle.
Arkansas, Cincinnati. That would have been the game to watch. That one's close. Houston's playing University of Texas San Antonio, I believe. UTSA. That one's tied late in the 4th. That's a good game. Miami is playing Bethune-Cookman. Miami, Florida. As they're winning 70-13. Who cares?
Defensive linemen push those big old offensive linemen backwards.
Tulsa and Wyoming are playing a tight game. California's only up by 2 scores on UC Davis, a team that they should probably be clobbering, but
Young pulls him down at the 31. He pounds it in there for the first.
Yeah, and he got a great push from his offensive line.
Finally over. 49-3 your final, Georgia over
So
Oregon.
they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 31.
Oh my goodness.
4 linemen and 3 linebackers lined up defensively. The Dolphins using motion.
Appalachian State almost pulled off a comeback.
And he's tackled.
Oh, a fumble. Defense recovers. Oh, each team exchanging turnovers now. Appalachian State put up 40 points in the 4th quarter. Oh, we're going to look at a challenge here.
Yeah, they might get this call reversed.
I'm on green. That's actually a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. This the replay system doesn't seem to really work. The ball's out before his elbow hits the ground, but where is the hit box? Because we see a lot of the...
After reviewing the play, no fumble occurred. No timeout will be...
That's a fumble. I was just going to say, a lot of the ones that they look at on the sideline with the catches are hard to tell if they're going to overturn it or going to call it a complete pass, even if they're half a foot out of bounds. Oh, they failed. Oh, Appalachian State came up short on a failed 2-point conversion. Oh, that sucks. Also, maybe the story for UNC, North Carolina. Maybe don't give up 40 points. Spoiler alert, hey. Just a pro tip. Pro tip from a guy who played a lot of college football video games. Don't give up 40 points in a quarter.
They'll go with a pass. Looking downfield. Passing to his right. Right to the defender.
Turns out that turnover did not matter. It's actually going to be about the same. I was going to say it almost was worse. Oh my goodness. Amon Green got lucky that he got a fumble overturned that should have been a fumble. Then Brad Johnson throws an interception. Charles Woodson got injured on the play. And there's a 5-yard penalty on Amon Green. An absolute disaster for Miami right there. And if he didn't spin He spun to his right,
First and 10.
inside, towards the defender. If he spun the other way, he might have scored a touchdown. I was thinking that that was going to be worse for the... I thought it was going to be worse. A worse off result.
And the defender
Field
brings him
position-wise,
down
maybe even a
at the
touchdown.
24. The offensive line looked like they just collapsed.
Camera
on
looks a
that play.
little...
The offensive line has to get good movement on the snap of the ball for the
No, it's
inside
fine.
run
Okay.
to work, and it didn't happen
All
on
right.
that play.
I did smack it on accident. Second down and 13 with a little over 3 minutes to go.
Passing to his
Down the middle of the field, touchdown! Or down the seam, I should say.
and they get into the end zone.
Testaverde finds an open man, and we have a 9-0 game.
Done on that
Ryan Longwell on to attempt the extra point. Oh, Indianapolis was down, by the way. I forgot about that. My apologies.
The kick
It is
up.
now
The
7-3.
extra point attempt is good. And so the offense puts together a very nice touchdown drive. John, I think that drive is
Okay.
exactly what
The spider reappeared. It now has... Now my Xbox has Dead Spider on it. The pack of football cards that I bought has Dead Spider on it.
Good job by these guys.
Number 5 will be kicking off.
I think part of something came out and startled my hand. Or hit my hand and it startled
Is
me.
looking for a nice return.
Oh, God.
The last time the offense had the ball, they gave it away.
Hold on, let me take care of that. You enjoy the game.
Congratulations to the person seated in section 44, row 9,
It's first and 10.
Green Bay for 2.
Looking to throw. Johnson throws. Horn was the intended receiver. He felt the pressure and got rid of the ball.
And that's a right decision.
Something definitely hit my hand, but I don't know what it was. But I was too focused on it being like spider bit, and it startled me.
10 to go.
I did buy some Pro Football 1997 Series 2 cards. I actually bought... I haven't used any of these. I might just save them until the next baseball season. But I bought a bunch of different cards from vendor malls, and I bought some old baseball cards again. If I can come up with 162 packs of cards, various styles. The idea, I think, for me, the best idea would be 82 current packs or 81 current packs, and then 81 assortment of old packs, sort of thing. Either old cards or, in this case, let's see, I got some Casper trading cards. They're kind of sticky for some reason. Ugh.
Smith is
Casper?
back to punt. Number 11 is back to
Cards?
receive this kick.
Some Fern Gully, whatever the hell that is. Oh, a muffed punt. He's going to miss the ball. The defense recovers, and they're allowed to advance, and he's going to high step into the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Unbelievable turn of events. Oh, my goodness. We got some 101 Dalmatians as well. I didn't show the Fern Gully. I think I only got a few of these packs. I might go back and see if they have more. But I got some Fern Gully. And then, last but not least, that's right, some Cinderella.
And the extra point is good.
And then I got some old baseball cards. I don't have those over here with me. So I gotta stack these or stock these, stick these somewhere. Find a big bag and then pull one out. And then I found, so that was at one of the first two vendor malls. It was the second vendor mall I went to a while ago. A couple weeks ago. And then I went to a different vendor mall last week and found more like old baseball cards. But apparently those Upper Deck 1990 cards that I'd been opening during the MLB season are just everywhere. They're so common. I found more of them. I didn't buy any more because I was like, you know what, I'm okay. But I did find what I thought were some interesting baseball card packs.
It doesn't look good. I spoke to the team doctor, and he indicated that it's the type of injury that will take some time to heal. They're hopeful that he won't be out long. But
oh no, he might be out for the rest of the season.
Thanks, Melissa. Well, that's good news because on the replay it looks a lot more serious than that.
So we are at the 2-minute warning here in game number 1 of the wild card round. The Dolphins were up by 3, then down by 4. Now they're up by 3, following a muffed punt returned for a touchdown by Miami.
Lined up defensively. Man in motion. Dropping back. Throwing.
Throws off his back foot. A terrible decision right there. Incomplete pass will bring up 3rd down and 1.
3rd and short, and with timeouts left, they might just try to pound this one up the middle and pick up the 1st down. 1 yard to go. Ball on their own 27.
Gonna throw the ball deep down the right side. It's caught across the 50-yard line. A surprising decision right there. And one of those weird shots where it holds on the offensive line getting ready too long to where it's a little disorienting when the camera finally cuts. You don't know what. It's like hard to tell what's going on.
Quick drop. Number 16 with the throw.
Oh, he threw it over to the right side. Found a receiver inside the 25.
Terrific athleticism there. Leaping up, catching the pass.
This receiver has great body control. It doesn't seem to
That tackle looked a little funny because he got it grabbed around his waist and like kind of twirled. Whoa!
Looking downfield.
Testaverde working with some hurry-up offense. That's thrown into coverage, and that is an interception. And R.W. McQuarters appears to have injured his elbow on the play.
Always seems to be in the right place at the right
Wow.
time. Now this is a situation where the coach has to do what's best
What
for his team.
does Miami want to do here?
Right now,
Each quarterback has thrown an interception.
Maybe they just want to wait for
2 in the case of the Colts quarterback, Vinny Testaverde. They'll run the ball with Amon Green off the right side. They might be content just taking this into the half with a 3-point lead. I do believe they get the ball first.
And there's nowhere to go after that.
Personally, it would make me aggressive for points, and I think you see that a lot in the modern-day NFL as far as like, hey, we're going to try and double dip here. You see it a lot with the Packers because that's the team that I follow the most closely.
Very good news.
But watching them go like, okay, we're going to score inside 2 minutes, get the ball back, score again, and we're going to take this score and we're going to put it 14 more on the board is the goal.
Green on the carry. And he stopped at the 14.
Timeout by Indianapolis.
That guy got knocked around by that defense. He needs a little protection from his linemen. This is where you just hand it off and get ready for the second half.
They need 6.
40 seconds to go. Indianapolis can still get the ball back with a little bit of time. They can still try and get a field goal. Good defense that almost turned into bad defense. I started to make that call a little bit too soon because they met him right on, but then Amon Green was able to bounce off of that tackle. Started going up the field a little further, and I thought, uh-oh, could have some problems. Smith, 1 punt of 44 yards.
Smith is back to punt. Number 11.
Last one was muffed. He caught it that time. And he'll get right to midfield. So let's say 25 yards.
Good job by both teams there. You get your team a few yards
Maybe
closer to
15 at the worst. We do have Ryan Longwell, a pretty good kicker, I think. I don't know.
Is trying to take a gamble for a turnover and then giving up a big play that lets them get points before.
I can only think of really 2 kickers for the Packers over like my lifespan. Ryan Longwell, Mason Crosby. Deep down to the right side, nothing doing there. Well played defensively by Miami. Throw a little inside, maybe a little short.
Great play either way.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 49.
No idea when the internet outage will be taken care of, but it turns out the internet outage also covers TV, which I was a little surprised by. I was like, oh, so like everything's broken. I turned the TV on. I was like, you know what? It's okay. The internet's out. No big deal. I'll just watch ESPN. Oh, it's frozen. Just locked on that screen for the last however long.
Third down and long coming up here. Ball on their own 49. Drops back, steps up into the pocket.
Throws down the right side into double coverage. That's tipped away.
He had good awareness.
3 straight incomplete passes for Indianapolis, and they will punt the ball away, I guess.
And they'll get ready to punt it away as we near the end of the half. 4th and 10 coming up.
I think you might, in this day and age, you might see them go for it, even though it is 4th and 10. It's right at midfield. I mean, you're given pretty good field position back, but you're not giving a lot of time back. But that's okay, because I'm not a professional coach.
So they have 1st and 10 here.
Oh my goodness. Nice play right there. Miami will take a 3-point lead into half. And thanks to a muffed punt by the Colts, the Dolphins lead by 3, 10-7 halfway through wild card game number 1.
So before we start the third quarter, here's a quick look at how both teams
-3 rushing yards. Pretty balanced on the Miami side. 6-yard difference between passing and rushing. 64 total, 91 total for the Colts, who have shown glimpses of explosiveness, but also a couple of bad picks.
He kicks it off. Kirby will try to bring this one back.
Up to the 20. Makes the first guy miss. The second guy hits it. I really like the color that Miami uses. The teal color.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 23. Number 16 gets set. Passes it. Hits his man with the pass.
Oh, by the way, Indianapolis got the ball first. I should take better note of that.
It's 2nd down and 4 to go. Ball on their own 30. The Colts are in the offset I formation. Looking to turn it up.
Pitch to the left side, and they got beat immediately. The running game for Indianapolis is non-existent. Unbelievable defensive effort there by the Miami Dolphins defense. Wow. If you go back and watch that play, toward the top of your screen, you see, I think, a tight end getting ready to block, gets absolutely destroyed off the line. And that play went nowhere in a hurry. 3rd down and 10. Deep down the left side into double coverage. Hit and knocked away. 4th and 10 coming up for the Colts.
Knowing that he had to get the first there, he probably was thinking about where he was going before he caught the ball. And maybe that's why he dropped it.
Number 5 is just about ready to punt this one away. McQuarters will be looking to give his team good field position here. McQuarters signals fair catch on this punt. McQuarters saw them closing in fast, so he signaled for the fair catch.
He did the right thing, concentrated and caught the ball.
1st and 10.
So Brad Johnson leads Miami out for its first drive of the second half.
Looking to pass. Passes left.
Deep down the seam, and that's a nice catch into Indianapolis territory, right around the 40-yard line.
And boom, it was gone.
I like the what? Get out of here. What? Get out of here. The second defender not as close as I thought.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Johnson with a man in motion.
Looks like it might be man-to-man coverage.
Green gets the
Hands the
ball.
ball off, runs right into a gaggle
Nice
of
pursuit on that
offensive
play.
and
Yeah,
defensive
this is just
linemen.
great defense.
They were
pursue
trying
the
to set up a
ball,
hole. It looked
follow
more
the
to the
plays
right
that
of him on
develop,
green,
and they
but
never
he went
let the
left
ball carrier get to
into
the
a whole
outside.
mess of people.
2nd and
Miami
10.
just going to run the clock out. They start with the ball, and they said, or they got the ball, and they go, run it up.
Only one man
No more
back.
points.
Pass is left.
Hit as he threw. It's tipped and incomplete. That one into double coverage for sure. Both defenders in great position there. But an ill-advised throw.
Third down and long coming up here. Ball on the 41-yard line. Nickelback in this time. Quick drop. He goes to the left side.
That is
Was the
incomplete
intended
fourth
target.
down.
He couldn't have thrown that pass any harder.
It looks like he may have tried to rush that pass.
That was not a very good throw. That was nowhere near the sticks.
They're just
Defender
about
draped
at
all
the
over him.
Ball on the 41-yard line. Smith is looking
41 to
for a good
44-yard
here.
punt from Smith.
Number 11 is back to receive this kick.
Kick
And
is
he
away.
waits for the
Fair
catch.
catch. And that is going to check up
Nothing
pretty
happened to the
nicely in
offense on
favor
last
of the
drive as they went
Dolphins.
3 and out.
They'll be inside the 10. That looks like the 8.5-yard line. Coffin corners, not a super consistent thing here in Madden 2003. But hey, that's fine.
Only one
No
man
big deal.
back.
Just punt better next time for him.
With the pass, great catch.
Still a
And he
nice punt.
stops at the 17. He had a quick release on that pass.
8 or
Talk
9
about
yard
precision
gain there.
Passing, that's what you mean.
Indianapolis deep in their own territory for Testaverde and crew. 2nd down and 2 after the nice play on 1st down.
Garner, the lone setback. Number 16, hands it
Oh
off.
my goodness. Hey, what a
Offensive
surprise.
line didn't
Indianapolis
get much
tried
of a
to
push
run
on
the
that
ball.
play,
It went
and the
nowhere.
runner is stuck.
Zach
As soon
Thomas.
as he got the ball, there was a defender in his face to knock him down.
And that'll back him up.
4 to go.
3rd down and 4.
4 linemen and 3 linebackers lined up defensively. Dropping back. Surveying the field. Throwing.
Fires out of bounds. Interesting call there.
Might have had a shot if the
Got
quarterback
contacted
kept
right as he
passing
caught the
down.
ball. The throw again, we saw it on the previous 3rd down for Miami. A bad throw. Nowhere for the receiver to go. Not near the sticks. Just weird play design. A weird call.
Number 5 will come into this game to punt.
Miami playing the field
Lines
position
up
battle
for
right
the
now.
punt return.
Trying to get a lot of leg under that one.
He can't hang on.
Oh,
to the
it's
kick.
fumbled and the defense recovers. We've had muffed punts on each side. Oh my God, R. Kelly. Look out.
It's 1st and 10.
That's
Ball on
actually,
the
that's pretty
47-yard
funny.
line.
Because it like loads in who's supposed to be where, like where the characters are, but it doesn't change the name until it goes like, okay, now it's offense,
15
defense.
gives the ball off. And the defender brings him down at the 41-yard line.
On a play like that, I would have liked to have seen a deep shot, maybe a play action, sudden change.
2nd and 5.
Defense might be a little
Ball on the
deflated, giving up
41-yard
the muffed punt, being back on the field. We see that a lot on following interceptions or following fumbles, where the offense will just take a deep shot. But the run play was actually effective. Well, the first one was. Second one, not so much. We'll bring up 3rd down and
Yeah, you can't
Short.
run without good blocking.
a long short or a short medium.
It's 3rd down and 5 to go.
It's actually a pretty firm medium. 3rd and 5. We're going to run the ball again. Is this 4-down territory for Indianapolis? They're sitting right around that -3 rushing yards.
We remind you that it is illegal to throw objects onto the field.
It's illegal to throw objects onto the field. They ran that to get a 4th and 2 to punt the ball. Now, what I'm curious about is if this clock runs out, does that change the decision making? 3, 2. Wow, they're going to... Okay. So now they're playing... they're playing the field position game, and they almost had a beautiful punt, but it just checked up and ran into it. Bounced pretty nicely toward the sideline, but instead of going straight across, it went diagonally.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 20. Looking to turn it upfield. Green takes it to the outside. He tried to find a hole and just got what he could.
So we are here in the 4th quarter. Miami wins. They go to New England. Indianapolis wins. They go to San Diego. Well, I guess maybe that wouldn't be necessary. Necessarily. No, it would.
4-man front this
Yeah, because the 1 seed always plays the lowest remaining seed. And the lowest remaining seed would either be a 4 or a 5. I was right. Trust yourself. Trust yourself. You watch a lot of football.
Good job bringing that pass in.
You can't have a great
They rolled the dice. Rolled the dice there. Not injured.
It's 1st and 10. Nickelback in this time. Green to carry it.
Run up the kind of off the left side a little bit.
Mark it at the 36.
A good mix of run plays and pass plays is important. It helps you keep the other team honest out there.
Congratulations to the person seated in
Kind of a slow game. We got all the action early on in this one, but 3rd quarter was scoreless. So far, a slow 4th quarter. A lot of that 2nd quarter was pretty, not like dull. It's been a good competitive game. But none of those big, exciting touchdown plays.
Winning the battle, and this is what you mean. The running back gets to the line, and there's nowhere to go after that.
They need 5. Ball on their own 38. The Dolphins use motion.
They are content to just start winding the clock down. 3+ minutes to go with 3rd and 5.
He's looking to pass. Surveying the field. Throwing. And he drops the pass. With that drop, it's
How did he
now
drop
4th
that?
down.
Yeah, if
That's
you drop
right
those
there.
3rd down passes,
Right
you're
there.
gonna have a lonely flight home.
4th and 5 coming up here. Ball on their own 38. Smith is just about ready to punt this one away.
Kick is away.
Number 11 with the fair catch. And they're about ready to get this
1st and 10 for Indianapolis at the 21-yard line. Wow, 62 total points in the final quarter of that UNC Appalachian State game.
The Colts
3 touchdowns in the last 31 seconds. Dang. Off the right side, spin move, nothing doing there. A little surprised to see Indianapolis sticking with this running game that has amassed them 1 total yard.
A tough running game will make your passing attack even more effective.
They need 6.
2nd and 6, not a terrible run, but it's surprising considering how fruitless it's been so far. But I guess the theory, you just kind of keep pounding until it breaks at some point.
The lineman just failed to open up any holes to run through or give him room to work with.
It's 3rd down and 5 to go. Ball on their own 26.
Should get a 2-minute warning. I'm just kidding. They're going to run off the left side or the right side. A fumble! The defense recovers. Oh, no. The Colts ran the ball until their own running back caused them the trouble. They ran it, hoping that the defense would break instead. It's a fumble.
It's 1st and 10.
And the Dolphins take over. Under 2 to go here. Not a clean description of that, but that's okay.
Green gets the call. Up the gut. And the defender brings him down at the 28-yard line. So here's how each team has done protecting the ball, or lack thereof, perhaps.
My
Got
goodness.
this game won, but they still need to run it to make the defense use their timeouts.
It's 2nd down and 6
This is
to
what
go.
Purdue should have done the other day. I can't believe that game. I was so irritated.
He's looking upfield. Johnson hands it
Just
off.
yelling at the
And it
yelling at
looks
the
like
television,
he'll
like,
be
stop
spotted at
throwing the
27.
ball.
Gain of about a yard.
What are you
I'm
doing?
guessing this should be a run. The defense
All
can't
right.
be lollygagging
3rd
around,
down here.
because if they are and they give up a first,
Indianapolis
this
can
one's
call
over.
another timeout, 3rd and
5
5.
yards to go.
They can
Ball
force
on
a
the
field goal
27-yard
attempt. They'll
line.
need a touchdown instead of just the 3.
4 linemen and
But
3
they'll still be in
linebackers
business.
lined up
1st down here
defensively.
ends the game.
Use motion.
The Dolphins off the right side. It's game.
Aldridge found
The
the ball
Dolphins.
carrier to make his 4th stop of the game.
The Dolphins looking to go to the
Almost
second
got
round to
this game
face
won, but they
the
still need to
daunting
run it to
task
make
of the
defense
Patriots.
use their timeouts.
1st and 10. Johnson under center. Man in motion.
Drew Brees and the New England Patriots, by the way. They will salt this game away. A muffed punt return for the score. I guess a fumble, scoop and score for Miami. Put them in front 10-7.
Breaks free of the defender. That run didn't get them much.
Yeah, there was a defender in every gap ready to make the tackle on that play.
It's 2nd down and 9 to go. Ball on the 19-yard line.
And they will take a knee here. Want the clock run down.
Kneel
Miami,
down should be the last play of the game.
10. Indianapolis 7.
3rd and long.
Dark Horse Dolphins.
Ball on the 21-yard line.
– 20 seconds on the play clock. It is behind my camera. I was a little afraid. We saw that. There was a weird quirk in the last season of
Penalty marker
games.
down the
Just
field.
no regard for clock management at all. I'm pretty sure it cost some teams some games.
Defense.
The defense is put out of position.
I bet the defense will be doing some extra work this week.
It's 3rd down and 6 to go. Ball on the 16-yard line. 5th play of this drive. They'll probably try to add 3 with a field goal here, even though they have the lead. And
They
very
will
little time
not.
remaining. And time runs out. The
That'll
game
do it.
is
Dolphins
over.
10,
The
Colts
final
7.
score is Miami 10.
Wow. An
Indianapolis,
upset in the very
7.
first game of the wild
This
card
concludes
round.
Another EA Sports presentation. For John Madden and Melissa Stark, this is Al Michaels saying so long.
Way too many turnovers. I mean, way too many turnovers by both teams. But the Dolphins were able to take advantage of the turnovers and score a touchdown on a punt return. Whereas the Colts missed an opportunity with an interception return that was looking really good until, again, he spun to his right into the defenders instead of spinning to his left, where he would have been toward the sideline and maybe had a more free, clear shot to get into the end zone. But some poor turnovers on both teams. But that's how it goes. Miami mustered 3 points of offense. But when you get a little special teams magic, sometimes that's all you need. 10-7 your final. And we will move a little further east to the nation's capital to see the San Francisco 49ers take on the Washington Redacted here in game number 2. Any picks? Let me know your picks down in the comments below. Who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl? It's not going to be Green Bay. I can tell you that. I would not be surprised to see Buffalo get bounced here in the first round. They kind of backed their way into the playoffs. This game, I think, is a toss-up. Two even records kind of going against each other. I think that's
marks the beginning of the journey. A victory in tonight's game propels the
that's
winner to
good.
next week's matchup in the NFC Divisional Championship as
yeah,
the
Bills
San
might get
Francisco
bounced. I think the
49ers.
Patriots are kind of your juggernaut. I would not be surprised to see what's it called? Oh, interesting. They're going. Is that the logo that they used in the early 2000s?
Every time we see this team play, this guy's making a tackle in the backfield or chasing down a quarterback. I think more and more teams have
That's
figured
wild.
that out.
I didn't. I thought it was like an alternate uniform that they were using,
Put
but
a couple bodies on them every time they can.
who? I feel like I'm forgetting.
Every play.
Aeneas Williams should be a very
Oh,
good factor at corner
we
in
could
this one.
we
He
could
will
get
probably be tested
we could
early
get
and often by
a
the
Super Bowl
opposing offense.
51
We
matchup.
usually count on him to
Both the
shut down
Patriots
one
and the
side of
Falcons
field,
are
but that won't be
very
an easy
good
task. We have two
on
great
their
defenses,
respective
so we'll
sides.
see who can make the most plays.
Wow, those guys got to be careful not to get all tired out doing that.
God, who's
Gotta
the?
save some of that
I don't know why I'm
intensity
struggling
and
so
energy
much
for
with the
game.
2 seed.
And the captains are out there ready for the coin toss. The teams are out on the field, ready for the kickoff as we get this NFC wildcard game started.
Is Seattle the 2 seed? It got really murky right at the end. Washington did really well throughout most of the season, but they stumbled there towards the end. They allowed the Cowboys to kind of catch up to them a little bit, but it was a pretty clear like 1-2 race for most of the season, kind of like over in the AFC side of things where it was like the Patriots and the Chargers were both doing really well. Washington and Atlanta on the NFC side were like both doing really well. But Washington stumbled after going out of the gate like 8 or 9-0. They were playing really well. And I think that allowed Seattle to pick up the 2 seed because San Francisco would be the 6, I guess?
Newman with the stop at the 25.
Yeah. San Francisco would be the 6 because they're on the road. And Washington won their division,
2nd and 6.
and they were better than Green Bay, which isn't hard to do. There were teams that missed the playoffs because they didn't win a division that were better than the Packers. And we're going to see the Packers host a playoff game against the Buccaneers a little bit later. An old NFC Central rivalry renewed, the Battle of the Bays. I did see a YouTube video, I don't know if I've mentioned this, but I did see a YouTube video about apparently the 4 kind of mainstays of the NFC North. Bears, Packers, Lions, Vikings wanted the Buccaneers out of the division. Oh, tip, pass, and caught, but it'll be 4th down.
On a pass play,
Oh, I never
there's
put my
no
camera back
excuse
on.
for a play that doesn't
Whoops.
carry the receiver past the first down mark.
It's 4th down, 9 yards to go. Ball on their own 22. Johnson is just about ready to punt this one away. McAllister sets up, waiting for the punt. First and 10. Ball on their own 39. Using motion. Tosses it back. Moving outside. Clemens drags the ball carrier down behind the line. Melissa, any news from down there?
The mood is very somber down here on the sidelines, Al. He left the field in a great deal of pain, and it appears that this injury could bring his season to an end.
That was not what we wanted to hear, Melissa. He really took a major blow. And he's brought down at the 38. That run didn't get them much.
Yeah, there was a defender in every gap ready to make the tackle on that play.
They'll be faced with a long third down play here. Nickelback in this time. Looking to throw. Passes it out to the left. It was tipped. He saw the coverage, but he thought his man had good position.
This guy's got to buckle down and make some better reads out there.
Maynard will come into this game to punt. Warwick is back to receive this kick. Warwick with the fair catch. Warwick had no room for return and called for the fair catch.
That was a smart thing to do with the coverage team closing in for a big hit.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 22. Palmer sets up. He hands it off. Records the tackle at the 25. Not much on that play.
Yeah, you talk about a defensive line winning the battle, and this is what you mean. The running back gets to the line, and there's nowhere to go after that.
It's 2nd down with 8 to go. Back to pass. Looking for an option. Passing right, and the catch is made. He shakes a defender. The 40, number 57, stops him at the 37-yard line.
So San Francisco showing a little bit of life offensively here. Wasn't sure what time people were going to be home. They went to a wedding today, so I thought maybe, hey, it could be early, could be late. Just throw it on, see what happens. Winding down the first quarter, San Francisco in Washington territory.
Warwick, the motion man. They'll go with a pass.
Looks, fires to the right side, finds a receiver, but he's either right at the first down marker. I don't know if they'll give him forward progress.
He put everything he had into that one.
2nd and less than a yard.
Oh, 2nd down and inches. 52 seconds to go here in quarter number 1.
4-man front this time. Warwick goes in motion. Looking to throw. Passing to his right. Nice completion. Newman is starting to make his presence felt out there. That reception moves the chains, and they pick up a 1st down.
With an arm like that, there isn't a pass that he can't make.
So it's 1st and goal. 8 yards to the goal line. The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him. He'll try to shake the pursuit. And he's brought down at the 9.
Holding, number 81. Offense. That's a 10-yard penalty.
Battaglia got caught holding.
Yeah, that guy was caught out of position, and he needed to slow him down somehow.
It's 1st and goal. Palmer gets set. The 49ers use motion. At the end of the first quarter, we're all even. Washington, 0. San Francisco,
All right, so we are all knotted up at a bunch of goose eggs on the board. San Francisco, though, driving inside the red zone.
1st down.
The popcorn
and
is
goal to
popping.
go. Ball on the 18-yard line. Dropping back. looking for an option. Great catch. And it looks like they'll mark it at the 11. And that's a gain of about 8. Second and goal. Four-man front this time. Lewis looking for room. He was cut down quickly.
He was waiting for something to develop, and whap, he got developed.
So now we have third and goal. Palmer with a man in motion. He's going to throw. He's looking, rolling out to his right. Fakes the throw. He throws it away. Hansen is heading onto the field for this field goal attempt. The kick is up. And the kicker got all of that one. So the drive ends not with a touchdown, but with a field goal. And the coaches, while no doubt happy for the 3, will have to take a look at how to push it down the field all the way the next time for a touchdown.
The key to winning is having your drives get some sort of points for your team. They got it done on that drive. But I'm sure they're thinking touchdown for their next one.
Number 4 to kick off. Number 38 and number 26.
He sends this one toward the end zone. And he'll return it. Their last drive ended with a 3-and-out as the offense comes out onto the field again. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Now, going short to his left. He tried to screen there, but he couldn't find much room to run.
Screen passes are good options when you want to try and fool the defense.
San Francisco uses a long drive, both time-wise and yardage-wise, to knock through a 29-yard field goal and take a 3-point lead, which I found funny that Michael said he got all of that one. It's like it was only 29 yards. It was kind of just a glorified extra point.
Muhammad, the intended receiver. He didn't give him a chance on that one.
San Francisco gets the lead. I'm guessing again that San Francisco is the 6th seed, which would make. God, who is
they dug themselves into a hole
the Buccaneers
here.
would be the
Long
5
third down
seed,
situation. Ball on their own 19.
which means that if San Francisco wins, they will go on the road to face. That's right, the Atlanta Falcons. It would be our second upset in as many games. Deep down the middle, he finds a receiver, and it's going to be out inside of San Francisco territory. Also, I believe San Francisco has a different quarterback, but I'm going to check some footage here. That's what I should have done. Let's see.
Ball on the 42-yard line.
Madden, a whole folder of Madden. Oh, I got to check my PC storage. Oh, we're getting close. I need to move some files.
Nice connection.
Oh my goodness, he's going to go all the way inside the 10-yard line. Down to the 6. A masterful play call right there. Found an open receiver, and he made some moves and made some people miss. And bing, bang, boom.
He wasn't able to bring it in for the score.
1st and goal from the 6-yard line. Oh, that's... Ooh. Oh, I don't know why I did this. I got to find one that has San Francisco in it. Sean.
It's now. Get set. He's looking to pass. Mohammed just couldn't find a way to come up with that. So the pass falls incomplete in the end zone.
Week number 14. I believe was the last time we saw them. I could be wrong, but we'll get an idea either way.
Goal. Ball on the 6-yard line.
Hurry up offense here. Oh, yeah, I believe it was Rich Gannon. Yeah, it was a sidearm slinger. It was either Gannon or it was Jake
Washington breaks
Plummer.
the play up in the backfield. The offensive line didn't get much of a push
San Francisco's
on that play,
defense
and the
looking
runner is
pretty good.
stuffed.
We did not watch San Francisco at home all season long. I don't know that we visited every NFL
2
stadium.
minutes to go. So now we have 3rd and goal.
The incomplete pass was 4th down. Looking for a name. There's number 12. I want to say it was Gannon.
2 minutes left. He's going to throw. With the throw, Mohammed.
That was into triple coverage. That is an absolutely horrendous decision right there.
And we'll see
And
if the
that
kicker
is going
can
to set up
come through
4th
with a field
down.
goal
So San
here in
Francisco's
the first
defense
half.
gives up some yards there, but buckles down inside the 10 and forces a field goal. McCown is not only the starting quarterback in this game, but is the holder as well. So we might be working with 2 backup quarterbacks in this playoff matchup. 26-yard field goal by Poochman. Poochman. We are all knotted up at 3 with under 2 to go.
He gets the kick away. Carter will return this one.
Up to the 20, the 25. Finds a little bit of room, but gets kind of
Turn their last possession
plugged
into
up
3
there.
points. Let's see what they do with the
needed to bounce it
offense.
to the right or the left. Just went right up the middle and found nothing. But still a pretty decent return. They'll have good field position at the 29-yard
Be
line.
ready for any type of stunt. You might even have a back try to chip on the defensive end before going out in the pass pattern.
Looking to pass. Palmer. Passes to his
Palmer
right.
finds a
Williams
receiver
makes
past the
tackle
40 up to about the
at
42-yard line.
41-yard
First down and 10. We'll see a little bit of hurry up. I guess not really a little bit, but we'll see some hurry up.
4-man front this time. Dropping back. Throws
Looks,
over
fires over to the right side, finds an open receiver.
Good job of bringing the pass in.
Touchdown saving tackle right there.
2 or 3 notches, but it really count. That's the kind of thing you love to see as a coach. Guys who have that 2nd and 3rd year.
So they're almost within their kicker's range. They'll go with a pass. Palmer throws left, and he finds the open man. He had time to go through his progressions and find the open man.
This guy
Is it
has
Jesse
great
Palmer?
confidence in his arm.
Future
Knows he can
Bachelor
make
star
the
Jesse
play
Palmer?
shot.
Is that who that is?
Quick drop, passing to his right.
We'll tweet this
And they're
video.
able to
We'll tweet
connect
this
on
video
that.
at him and be like, hey, it's your
Everything
finest
he had
performance.
behind that throw.
They lose by
That's one way
30.
to make sure your receiver doesn't drop the ball. You throw it so hard that he has to catch it in self-defense. You just put it right on him.
They'll come out on first down, and we'll try to make this red zone visit a
I
successful
can't even,
one.
there's no internet. I can't even use the internet to look
First
up
and
Jesse
10.
Palmer. People probably love when the internet's out. Oh, the internet's out? It's going to be a video kind of focused on the football game? Not random Wikipedia articles?
Receives the handoff. Number 57 makes the tackle. At the
San Francisco, interesting decision there to run the ball on first and 10 and then immediately call a timeout. I'm all right with running the ball. You still have time. You can get the ball. You can use the hurry up offense to get set before too much time winds down. But I don't love the
He's going to throw.
sequence of events there.
Passing right. Boston.
And I don't love the sequence of events there as nearly throws an interception.
Hey, here's where the defense needs to take charge. Bust in there and get him for a sack.
They need 6. Ball on the 15-yard line. He's going to throw.
Third down. Fires. Finds a receiver, but he can't hold on. Can't pick it up off his shoelaces. And that'll be an incomplete pass. And that will bring up 4th down and 6 with 50 seconds to go. Jason Hansen, 79% field goal kicker.
And the kicking teams come on for this field goal attempt. And it's on its way through the uprights and good.
number 4 to kick off. Number 38 and number 26.
He kicks it off. The kick returner heads
Inside the 20. He gets a few yards there, probably about 10. He'll get leveled at the 23-yard line. 43 seconds to go here.
And now they have a fresh set of downs to work with as they try to get some points before the half. It's 1st and 10.
It's a stormy day here in the inland northwest. It's supposed to rain. It was supposed to have rained between like 4 and 5 p.m.
McNown throws.
But I don't know that it did.
Hasty didn't even let it get to the receiver.
Causing problems with the internet, causing problems with the TV. I'm resorting to DVDs over here.
They'll need some good yardage here on 2nd down, and then should be in the hurry up for the rest of this drive. It's 2nd down and 10 to go. They'll go from the I formation. Quick drop. McNown.
Fires over the middle. That should have been an interception. He had 2 hands on it. Oh my goodness, that was a pick.
What kind of quarterback you are, rushing your throws is going to end up an incompletion or worse. Here's the defense's chance to put an end to this drive. The defensive lineman will be in a full pass rush. So let's see if the guys up front can prevent the sack.
Looking downfield.
Fires down the right side. Nothing doing there. Well covered by the San Francisco defender there. And that'll bring up 4th down in our field goal battle. 35 seconds to go. San Francisco playing some field position. And we'll see what happens on this punt. We saw 2 muffed punts in the previous game. Will we see another one here?
We'll come into this game to punt. Warren lines up deep for the punt return.
Kick is away.
Warren signals fair catch.
Fair catch. At about the 40-yard line. So let's say
ended with 3 points.
35 yards.
We're trying to add to the lead before the half can backfire. All it takes is one mistake, and it could be the defense that's scoring. That's why the quarterback has to throw it hard to the sideline so that no one can jump the pass and pick it off.
Palmer under center. He's going to throw.
Pump fakes. Throws to the left side into a lot of coverage there. Kind of 2 defenders and then another guy just in the right place at the right time. Hello. I'd like to defend this pass, please.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 40. Looking downfield. Throws it.
Throws it on the right side. That was almost intercepted. Just like that at 3rd and 10.
The quarterback doesn't want to force one to get the first. There's a whole other half to play, and there's no need to try and get the ball on this drive.
So they dug themselves into a hole here, a long 3rd down situation. Man in motion. Looking downfield. Passing right.
Throws, finds a receiver's hands, but again, they just cannot pull the pass in. 4th down and 10. They didn't take a ton of time off the clock, but they have a good opportunity here to pin Washington deep. Johnson already has a 38-yard punt on his line today. Nothing inside the 20, but this is a good opportunity.
McAllister.
Fair catch by McAllister. That is just outside the 20 at the 22. That'll take a few seconds off the clock. 12 to go.
Concentrated and caught the ball.
San Francisco did nothing. San Francisco could be using a backup quarterback in a divisional matchup facing a very good Falcons team. But they have to defeat Washington first. Whole half to go. I formation. He's going to hand it to the fullback. He'll fall at the 20-yard line. The referee waves his arms.
He was looking for a place to run.
San Francisco is dominating this game from a time of possession perspective, from a yardage perspective, and yet they are only up 3.
San Francisco 6. Washington 3. Here are the halftime stats as we get
halftime stats. We have a little bit of an Indianapolis on the right side with that pretty decent number of pass yards, but an abysmal running game that is doing nothing to help them win.
Hansen will be kicking off.
Number 26 and number 38. Deep to receive.
He sends it off.
From the goal line. Get up to the 25 and fall forward towards the 30. It'll be interesting to see where the ball is spotted.
Melissa Stark has some news from the locker room for us.
I asked Coach Spurrier about the kind of adjustments they made in the locker room. He told me that he felt his team was lucky to even be in this game. He was not happy with offensive or defensive execution in the first half at all, and he expected them to be more aggressive in all aspects of the game in the second half.
That was Melissa
Oh, a
Stark,
great avoided tackle right there. Big bomb down the right side into double coverage, but it's tipped away incomplete. That was a great play by McCown in the backfield.
Second and 10. Ball on their own 29.
Did that kind of classic, like, quarterback avoidance, duck down, and their defender went over the top of them.
Searching for a seam.
Pitch out to the left side. Nothing doing there. He'll get dropped for probably a 2-yard loss. Third down and long coming up. Green Bay better pray that San Francisco does not show up against them in the playoffs. They'd have to get all the way to the conference championship somehow. San Francisco has had Green Bay's number, especially lately. San Francisco was 4-0 in the playoffs against Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers-led Packers teams. Those have been some painful defeats.
Terrific athleticism there, leaping up, catching the pass.
Washington with a nice play there, gets them into San Francisco territory.
He always seems to come up with it.
Darn it, I dropped what I was playing with in my hands. Shoot. That felt like in.
First and 10. Ball on the 45-yard line.
Well,
the Redskins line up with two tight ends.
never mind, we got it.
Looking for room, looking for an opening, and the defender brings him down at the 40. They went back to the run.
Wait, why does that say 0-0 final? It was 10-7. We watched that game.
Second and 5 coming up here. Ball on the 40-yard line. McAllister, the lone setback. He gets the carry. Couldn't find much of a hole, and he's brought down after a gain of what looks like a couple.
Yeah, you talk about push. This line got no push at all.
No push.
There was nowhere to go.
No push at all. He got no push.
A little over 4 to go. McNown gets set.
McNown? Is that what it is? Am I thinking of the wrong quarterback?
At the 22-yard line. The receiver found a hole in the secondary, and the quarterback found him with the pass.
The defense could never let up out there. This guy can make some incredible catches.
Second big play we've seen on that left side against the San Francisco defense. Has played very well, but
so they have first and 10 here.
Washington's driving. We'll see if San Francisco buckles down again in the, or as Washington approaches the red zone. That's a good start. No gain, maybe a yard, depending on how he fell forward there.
Yeah, because those big old defensive linemen push those big old offensive linemen backwards.
Second and 10. Seventh play of this drive. Drops back. Looking for an option.
Fires to the right side, or I guess more over the middle.
His first of the day.
McNown. Okay, my apologies.
Down inside the 15.
This is a long drive, a pitch to the left side, and he got driven back.
He was wrapped up.
Very Indianapolis right there.
Yeah, he really had nowhere to go with the ball. He got to just take whatever the defense gives without trying to break a big one.
He didn't have an opportunity to do anything. 1 for 1 on the field goals today. Looking to tie this game at 6.
Will tie this game up if the field goal is good. The kick is up. The attempt is good.
Kick is good. 36-yard field goal. A 4-minute drive covers 50 yards in 10 plays, leads to a 36-yard field goal. That is a monster drive and sucked up so much of that third quarter. San Francisco's defense obviously on the field for a long time. We'll see what the offense for San Francisco has in store for us. How do they answer that long drive from the 10? We'll get up to the 20, spun down to about the 24-yard line.
First and 10. Four linemen and 3 linebackers lined up defensively. Using motion, Lewis gets the handoff on the delay. That run won't move.
Nothing doing on that.
Just failed to open up any holes to run through.
And just like that one drive. I mean, I said it with during halftime. San Francisco's dominated from a time of possession, from a yardage standpoint. Now it's completely flipped. Washington has tied it up. It's a lot closer. Makes more sense that this game is 6-6 rather than San Francisco maybe seeming like they've left some points on the board. Palmer runs into his own offensive player there, runs into his running back. Still finds an open receiver and finds a first down. First and 10 coming up as the seconds wind down here in quarter number 3.
So they have first and 10 here. Four linemen and 3 linebackers lined up defensively. With a man in motion.
Nothing doing there. He blew it up before he could even hand the ball off. Palmer, just has to eat the ball and get tackled in the backfield.
On that play and they stopped him before he could go too far.
Pretty sure a lightning strike just went off behind me.
It is still knotted up. Washington 6. San Francisco 6.
Oof. Definitely heard that thunder. It's weird because it was so hot. Went over to Pig Out in the Park for a day, and it was like 100 degrees, and then now we're here,
Number 24.
I don't know, 72 hours later, and it's 75.
About 8 yards. Back to pass. Throws it out over to the left.
Finds a receiver. That was a dangerous pass. But that might get picked or at least broken up. They threw him 1 yard to the left. Otherwise, they have been leaning heavily towards the middle and the right side. Maybe if you're Washington, you sell out to those two portions of the field. Let them beat you on the left side before you give too much help that way, because he just does not seem willing to go to that side of the field. Nice to find a run, a nice spin move, but just nothing doing there. And I ran into a defender or an offensive lineman there immediately, and
pull right around midfield. Palmer gets set.
Number 24 downs Houston, or downs UTSA.
Looking for room.
In third overtime. On leap into the end zone. I think they're still keeping that kind of dumb gimmick rule of once you get to third overtime, it's just 2-point conversions, which is pretty dumb.
So they dug themselves into a hole here, a long
from the 46-yard line, a third down and 11. And they're doing a pretty good job at eating some of this clock up. They're at about 3 minutes here on this drive. They got to get a conversion here. It's not even close. Tipped at the line and batted down.
This is where you have to clamp down. Play tight, keep the pressure on.
McAllister looks like he's ready for the return. The offense goes back out onto the field after picking up a field goal on their last drive. So they have 1st and 10 here.
All right, 2:56, first down from the 30-yard line. Washington took 4 minutes off the clock last time. Left that San Francisco defense out there for a while. But San Francisco responded pretty well. I know they didn't get points, but they did take a few minutes off the clock, gave their defense some time to rest. And they look good off the start. 2nd down and 11 coming up.
The lone setback. McNown with
that was right off the back of a San Francisco defender.
Yeah, he
Just
felt
directly into him.
and gunned the ball out of there.
They'll be faced with a long 3rd down play here. Using motion. Quick drop.
High snap, and he kind of cost him there a little bit. That was a really weird play. High snap to McNown. Gave the defense, obviously, that extra second to get to him. But he still got pretty good strength on the ball, even though he got hit as he threw. 4th down and 12, though.
Maynard is looking for a good punt here. He's waving for the fair catch. So the offense
Fair caught at the 30, just flipped the field, essentially.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 30. Dropping back. Tosses it right. And
Finds a
he hits his
receiver up
target.
toward the 37-yard line. 2nd down and 3 coming up.
He can make catches like
Clock
that
will still
regularly.
move.
He can expect to see more passes thrown in his direction.
36-yard line looks like where they will spot it. So
2nd
down and 3 either way, I guess.
Ball on their own 37.
Doesn't matter because we're going to reset after this 2-minute warning. San Francisco needs 40 yards, 35 yards.
4-man front this time, using motion.
Hands the ball off, finds a little bit of room and gets through for a 1st down.
Lewis gets about 5 yards, and
We'll see some tempo here
He just goes right
from the
at
left hash.
defense
Set
and
and
moves on chain.
drops back to pass. Fires over the middle, finds a receiver, and he'll get up to the 47, 48 maybe. And again, that they will use that tempo. 2nd down and 4. Plenty of time. Lots of timeouts. Maybe would have been a good opportunity there to take a timeout considering where everybody was on the field, but that's okay. Throws a little behind. That is not a great play for San Francisco. It's a bad play because it doesn't do anything, and so it's 3rd and 4. But just a poor throw there by Palmer. It's more lightning strikes go off outside. Palmer looks, fires to the right side, finds a receiver. The spot should be past the 1st down marker. 1st and 10, Washington territory. Whew, there's a big thunder. And again, we have that kind of, once we hit the 1 minute in the 2nd quarter and the 4th quarter, typically we see a timeout by the offense regardless of the situation. So a very weird,
It's 1st and 10.
it's a weird thing that they built into the game. Because they were fine. We've seen it a lot, too, where it's like they're ready to go and they still just call a timeout. That is a terrible screen. That was an awful screen because obviously it didn't go anywhere, but there were so many defenders that could so easily go wrong towards.
It might force them to just play for overtime.
And two bad timeout uses. Obviously, the game kind of built in with the first one. The second one I don't like at all. So San Francisco down to one timeout. 57 seconds to go. Fires to the right side. Finds a receiver. He'll get knocked out of bounds. Third down and manageable. And again, you see that passing breakdown. Just nothing successful to the left side. Nothing.
It's third down and 5 to go. Ball on the 43-yard line. Drops back.
Fires to the left side, and hey, they finally get a completed pass, and this one's going to go all the way for a touchdown. They had 1 yard on that left side for the entire game.
Yep, that's a pass.
They find one nice play and get a big old chunk into the end zone. So San Francisco with 47 seconds left gets 6, looking for the extra point to tie it. Their defense has played very well throughout this game. Washington obviously has time and timeouts to respond. Kick is good. 1:37, an 8-play, 65-yard drive is capped with a 42-yard pass.
McAllister gets set to return the kickoff as we take a look at his stats.
I like McAllister's pose there. That's a YouTube thumbnail pose. Like, I mean, it's more dramatic because you got to get clicks. But it is still like that kind of.
Hansen is back and ready to put this one in the air. He gets the kick away.
Into the end zone, and he'll run it out from the 10 to the 15, about the 17-yard line.
At the 18-yard line.
Poor decision right there. Obviously easy to look at it when the play is all said and done, but still, take your guaranteed from the 20. Save the time.
And throw the touchdown that brings him back. I'll tell you, he wants nothing more than to do that right here.
McNown quiets the crowd, takes a shot from the snap from the shotgun, and gets sacked. Timeout Washington.
He got there and boom, he made himself a quarterback pancake.
Second down now. They have to get
quarterback pancake. They don't taste very good because they're human flesh, but boom, he got him.
Nickel back in this time.
Single back formation.
Using motion.
Washington uses motion. San Francisco flips their defense.
Passing to his right.
Looks, fires to the left side, or the right side, excuse me, and that is batted away. Third down and 15.
Give him a chance on that one.
Nothing will frustrate a receiver more than knocking away his pass.
Third and long, but needing a touchdown, they'll be going for it on fourth down as well if they can't pick up the first here. They'll be faced with a long third down play here. And it looks like an offset on. The Redskins using motion. Quick drop. McNown passing over to his left.
McNown finds a receiver, and he'll get tackled at the 15-yard line. Fourth down and 12. It all comes down to this. San Francisco needs one more stop. They'll advance to the divisional round, likely facing the Atlanta Falcons. Looks, fires, finds a receiver, but he's well short of the first down. Turnover with 17 seconds to go. Washington's passing breakdown looks a little bit like a wiener with a weird ball.
With the defense not having all of its timeouts, they'll probably come out and take a knee here on first down. They're inside the 20.
It's like the victory formation. Take a couple of steps back. Washington will take a timeout, just in case.
This one is just about in the books. Four-man front this time.
The Redskins take a timeout.
Washington will take a timeout again.
This should be the last play of the game. The defense has no more timeouts. They'll be faced with a long third down play here. Ball on the 25-yard line.
That'll do it. San Francisco finds a touchdown in the closing minutes of the fourth quarter and eliminates Washington from the playoffs 13-6. Your final in what was mostly a field goal battle. A couple of long drives in the second half really ate up the clock, especially Washington's first drive of the second half. Took up 4 minutes, tied the game. San Francisco, I thought, responded actually very well. Took up 3 minutes, didn't get any points, but still gave their defense an opportunity to rest. Jesse Palmer, your player of the game, 17 for 24, 204 yards, 1 touchdown. And San Francisco is off to round number 2. Washington will, they'll stay home. And they'll, I guess, try again next year. Saving the content, which I appreciate, because you never know when the power goes out. Please do not turn off the power. Please don't let the power go on. Okay. 2 games down, 2 games to go. Steelers taking on the Bills. And that will be our next game here as we get set for you. The Bills have the better record, but they are on the road because they finished in the 5 seed. Winner goes to face San Diego next week. Bills 11-5. The Steelers, the AFC North winners at 9-7.
Thanks for tuning in to today's AFC wildcard game. The playoffs.
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, 24 degrees.
Super Bowl. Today's winner will take a big step toward that goal as the Buffalo Bills match up against the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Pittsburgh.
We're here for another great game. Welcome
He said
to
that
the
very
action.
weirdly.
I'm Al Michaels,
Pittsburgh
my partner,
Steelers.
John Madden.
I'll tell you, if you're looking for someone to watch on
Ted
defense,
Washington.
take a look at what he does all
Interesting
game
that they did not
long.
spotlight
Maybe he'll take on
Peyton
2
Manning.
blockers.
Maybe they don't
Someone
spotlight
else to make
Peyton
the play.
Manning because
Or
they
just plow over
don't like him.
someone
They're like,
to
he's
get
on the
sacked.
cover of a
I'll tell you,
competitor's football
when you
game.
talk about a defensive lineman, you're talking about this guy.
Brian Kelly and the rest of the defense will have to be at the top of their
I'm gonna
game
hop
in
up.
this one. He has to expect to see a lot
You
of
you
passes
enjoy
thrown
the
in
start of
his
this game,
direction.
and I'll be back with
And
you
it'll
shortly.
be largely up to him to cover the best receiver on the other team. We'll have to see which defense is able to control this game from start to finish.
Hey, look at him down there jumping and yelling and stuff. They just can't wait to give this home crowd something to cheer about.
Let's go to midfield for the coin toss. We'll find out which team advances as we get ready to start this AFC wildcard game. Here's the kickoff. Williams looks like he's just about ready to kick this one off.
Number 17, deep to the
He kicks it off. Number 81 is looking to pick up some blocking. Still running. The Steelers take over on offense at the 36-yard line. First and 10. Stewart sends a man in motion. Dane on the carry. Williams brings him down at the 36-yard line. It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on their own 36. On the carry. McNeil records the tackle at the 45. 9-yard gain. Third and short. Ball on their own 45. 4-man front this time. Searching for a seam. He just gets this one past the sticks. Dane keeps it on the ground.
I know they didn't get much, but it's all about making the defense respect the fact that you're willing to run.
So they have first and 10 here. With an extra DB, the defense is in the nickel. Looking to turn it upfield. The offensive line looked like they just collapsed on that play.
The offensive line has to get good movement on the snap of the ball. for the inside run to work, and it didn't happen on that play.
The backs are lined up in an I. Looking to run it here. And he stopped at the 48-yard line. He tried to find a hole and just got what he could.
Yeah, he tried to stretch it outside, but the defense was quick to react to the play, and even quicker to move off their blocks and get in a position to cover the hole.
He's going to throw. Stewart throws to the middle of the field. So he's unable to get the first after making the catch.
That play won't help their third down conversion percentage today. I wonder what the receiver was thinking. Running a route that wasn't going to put him past the first down marker anyway.
Moore is just about ready to punt this one away. Wilkins lines up deep for the punt return. And he chooses not to return this one. So they have 1st and 10 here. Manning under center. And gets the toss. And he stopped at the 19-yard line. He was cut down quickly.
He was waiting for something to develop, and whap, he got developed.
Will the owner of a blue convertible, license number P61B93, please check your car as your lights are on.
Alexander receives the handoff. Can't bring him down. Webster with the tackle at the 27. Third and 3. Manning sets up. Uses the pump. Rolls left. Right to the defender.
Pick the correct time. I thought I forgot that I didn't ever turn my camera back on, so I like clicked the other thing and I'm like, oh, did I put it on the correct camera setup? Tipped and picked, and that is a good time for me to sit down and join you with this game in progress. Pittsburgh will have it 1st and 10 inside Buffalo territory from the 35.5-yard line. Buffalo, as I've mentioned, they went 1-3 over their final 4 games. We watched a couple of close losses on this show as the season wound down. We also saw the Steelers a couple of times towards the end of the season as they were competitive in the AFC North.
Linemen pushed those big old offensive linemen backwards.
And now we are here with a 0-0 game inside of a minute to go here, quarter number 1. Oh, that's why I haven't checked my YouTube studio. It's because I don't have internet.
He's looking to pass. With the pass, and they're able to connect on that one. A powerful arm display on that pass.
What a throw. He put everything he had into that one.
Third and 6. Ball on the 32-yard line. Stewart under center. Back to pass.
I did that like kind of like an old person. I'm using two-handed using my phone. We have a 15-yard face mask. It's actually going to just be at 12 yards because it is half the distance to the goal.
Face mask on the defense, number 27.
With his helmet on sideways like that, I bet he thought his whole head had just been readjusted on his neck.
Consecutive completions for Cordell Stewart, 3 of them. They are looking good to get some points here in this one.
1st and 10. Ball on the 12-yard
12 seconds. Clock is ticking. This would be such a bummer if you were in this end zone. You're like, I'm going to see a playoff touchdown. Maybe 2. 1. Oh, they've got it off right at the last second for some reason. And now they travel all the way to the other end of the field. So hopefully you enjoyed your brief look, fans in the stands. On the other side, they're like, yes, they're coming this way.
It's not enough. Pittsburgh,
Freaking sweet.
Buffalo, 0.
Get over it. Hey.
2nd and 4.
Second down and 4 starts off our second quarter of action. Off his back foot into double coverage, tipped away, incomplete. A dangerous throw from Cordell Stewart there.
Take away the ability for the receiver to catch the ball. He can't catch it when you knock it down.
A little over 4 to go. Ball on the 6-yard line.
Third down and 4. Buffalo's defense looking for a stop. Steps up, throws, finds a receiver. Hit immediately, but holds on for the touchdown.
Looking one way, while the play was going the other.
Pittsburgh takes the Buffalo turnover and turns it into a touchdown. The point after is up and good. 6-yard pass from Stewart tonight on a 7-play, 35-yard drive. Takes 1:11 off of the clock.
Offensive coach in this league, you're always making adjustments. And hopefully you can get the defense on its heels and get it in there for the touchdown. Good job by these guys.
Adam Vinatieri playing for the Steelers. Patriots fans everywhere having heart attacks. The kick is away, and he'll field it at the 7-yard line, up to the 20, where he gets met, immediately dropped at about the 22, maybe the 23, depending on where they spot the ball. They will spot him actually spot on the 22-yard line that time.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 22. 3 linemen and 4 linebackers lined up defensively. Dropping back, he's looking.
Bowles tries to find a receiver, throws to a defender.
The quarterback needs to put that ball
That
in
was
position where the
almost
defender
another
can't get
interception.
to
That
it.
was almost
That
back-to-back
didn't happen there.
passes. Turned over by Peyton Manning for this Bills offense.
The backs are lined up in an eye. Looking to throw. Throwing left. Manning looked a little uncomfortable.
Manning just missed that throw.
It was an easy pass. How in the heck did he miss it?
I don't know if weather would play a factor here, like on an individual basis, but Peyton Manning is definitely a dome quarterback.
With an extra DB, the defense is in the nickel. Back to pass.
Playing in Buffalo and in Pittsburgh here today could prove to be a problem, but he does convert a first down right there, 3rd and 10 for a first down, I should say. So a fresh set of downs for the Buffalo Bills.
It's 1st and 10. And gets the toss.
4:20 on the clock, and they're going to toss it out to the left side there. Sean Alexander looks for a little bit of room, but doesn't find much.
They need 6.
Toss out to the right side. This time he tries to do the spin move.
It makes the play action pass more effective.
I thought that was 3rd down, but I guess it was only 2nd down. Unless they got the first down there. 3rd down and 1.
Ball on their own
Actually,
42.
more closer to a 3rd down and a half a yard. They could get a 1.5 here.
Manning, under
Buffalo.
center.
Manning
He's gonna throw.
looks,
Throws
fires to the
over
right
his
side,
right.
and that got batted down. Oh my goodness. He had all kinds of time,
Don't even give the receiver a chance. Just knock it down.
and he cannot find a receiver. So, Buffalo had a couple of runs back-to-back that were pretty nice. An incomplete pass on 3rd and 1. And they will bring out the punting unit to kick it deep down to the inside the 20. They'll find a little bit of room, stiff arm a guy. He'll get up to about the 25-yard line or the 35-yard line. I lost track a little bit there. You kind of hope that they run toward the sideline so you can like keep track of what yard line they're at. It'll be actually at the 31-yard line. 3:21 to go here in the second quarter. Steelers cashed in off a takeaway last time. What can they do this time around? Cordell Stewart, some time, fires over to the left side, but it doesn't matter because there's a defender right there. He's going to get tackled inside the 5. Just manned his zone, read it pretty well. Got a great jump on the ball, and a good job by Pittsburgh on the return effort to stop him short and give the defense an opportunity to stop the Bills or hold them to a field goal, maybe get a turnover. 1st and goal from the 3 for Buffalo on the sudden change. Wow, what a turn. Pittsburgh looking to take control of this game. Kind of a not great throw, and it wasn't necessarily a bad throw, maybe just a better defensive play. The Bills have 26 total yards of offense. All they need is 3. They're down to only needing 2.
2 yards to the goal line.
Looks, fires over the middle, finds a wide open receiver. Touchdown, Buffalo. We are an extra point away from a tie game here in our 3rd wild card game of 4. We have saved the worst team for last. Green Bay is going to host Tampa Bay coming up after this one. Stick around. We got more football action every Tuesday right here on the channel. So if you haven't subscribed, this is a reminder. Scroll down, subscribe, ring that bell. That way you're notified when I post new videos.
And it's up.
I should put my own personal ad in between like every game to be like, have you subscribed yet?
No time at all as they were able to get the yardage they needed with
2 plays, 2 yards.
Giving up such a quick score can demoralize the defense. Heck, sometimes it's not even their fault if they get put in a bad situation. They just got to buckle down and make sure they don't have a repeat performance the next time they're on the field.
Williams will be kicking off.
Number 81 and number 17.
He gets the kick away. Number 17.
From the 5 to the 10 to the 15 up to the 20. Finds a little bit of room, moves to his right.
Last drive ended with an
He'll get up near the 25-yard line.
As they take over again.
Pittsburgh finds themselves in a tie game again, thanks in large part to the interception thrown by Cordell Stewart on the previous Pittsburgh drive. What do they have in store this time? 2:44 to go here in the second quarter. He's going to hand the ball off. Tried to do the spin move. We see the spin move a lot when we watch the Bills with Sean Alexander. Not super effective, but that one looked like it was maybe too early on it, or just kind of got tangled up. It is interesting to watch kind of the animations, like rock, paper, scissors each other, like spin move loses to shoestring tackle. 2nd down and 10.
Stewart hands it off, and he's brought down at the 26-yard line. Gain of about a yard. 3rd down and long coming up here. And we've reached the 2-minute mark.
Buffalo in a good position to get some decent field position and a good chunk of time on the clock. 3rd down stop here would help them a lot.
Looking downfield, surveying the field.
Cordell Stewart has other plans into double coverage, incomplete. Overthrew, looked like everybody on that one. That'll stop the clock, save Buffalo a timeout. But we'll see a punt here on 4th and 9.
Moore is looking for a good punt here. Wilkins is back to receive this kick.
Kick is away.
And he signals for the
Fair catch. That was not a great punt at all. Looked like he got a little too underneath it, kind of hung up in the air a little bit too long, but did not get a lot of distance.
Until they can get closer, we'll probably just see throws from them here on out. So they have 1st and 10 here.
1st and 10 from just outside the 40-yard line. Or just across the 40-yard line. Not exactly sure what the best way to say that is, but either way, it is 1st and 10. 1:50 to go. Play clock down at 5. Peyton Manning takes the snap from the shotgun, fires over the right side, finds a completion.
2nd down, 2 to go.
2nd down and 2. We'll see a little tempo here from the Buffalo Bills offense. I formation.
He's going to throw.
Looks, fires back across his body off his back foot, finds a completion out of bounds. That'll be 1st down and 10. Not really sure what's happening there. All we can see is the chain gang moving down the field.
Line will have to hold their ground and be ready for any type of stunt.
Oh, the Booth is going to challenge the catch. We saw an interesting play earlier in this game where it looked like it was a pretty clear fumble, but because of where the hitbox is, they reversed it and said it wasn't a fumble. This one's interesting. It might be an incomplete pass because I don't think he gets two feet down or like a body part, foot and body part down. But who knows? Oh, it is overturned on this one.
Initially, why they called for a review, but now we understand the reason.
You have to give it to these officials. Their job's not easy. Sometimes they make mistakes, and most of the times they're right.
It's 3rd down, 2 to go. Ball on their own 48. Dropping back.
3rd and 2, fires, finds a receiver. Same kind of concept there. Just a short little out route, but a better throw, better catch. Everything was just cleaner that time around. 1st down and 10 coming up. Peyton Manning throws to the right side, finds a receiver inside the 40 of Pittsburgh. 2nd down and 2, excuse me. The guy barely got the ball down. That is a weird play. Timeout by Buffalo. We're going to see what they're going to mark him at. It was maybe a 1-yard gain. They'll give him the 1 yard, but the way he got tackled backwards made it look very odd. 3rd down and 1, 58 seconds to go here.
On the carry.
That's a nice run by Sean Alexander. A little juke move to his right. Buffalo's going to take a timeout. That might be their 3rd and final timeout. 1st down and 10.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Nickelback in this time. He's looking upfield.
1st and 10, trying to find some running room off the right side. Nothing doing there.
For the ball carrier there, Johnny just couldn't decide where he wanted to go.
Alexander's character model looked right up. Basically Pam when Michael's walking around the room, the calming session. Don't open your eyes.
Backs are lined up in an eye. Drops back, looking for an option.
Peyton Manning finds a receiver, but he can't hold on.
He just couldn't bring that one.
3rd and 9 coming up.
See a guy make a great one-handed catch and then drop the easy one. The defense has to play smart and not have any stupid penalties that keeps this drive going.
Yeah, no stupid penalties. I did watch a highlight video the other day of a team that ended up losing because of not a stupid penalty necessarily, but like a stupid penalty from the concept of, as we see a touchdown here, like why would you do that, defender, sort of thing, not like a dumb, like, why'd you throw that flag, ref, you know, that sort of mentality.
And that's his second touchdown pass today.
So that was interesting. I don't remember what teams it was between, but it was a very, I think it was like 2 really small schools. 13-7 now with Buffalo, Buffalo in the lead after that touchdown. The extra point is up and good, so it's now 14-7. 23-yard pass from Manning to Martin is what gives Buffalo the lead, and they are looking better here over those last couple of drives. Granted, the first drive only from the 2-yard line, so only a couple of yards they needed there, but that's an impressive drive, a little 2-minute drill right there. And with 27 seconds, they're going to kick the ball back to Pittsburgh.
This one away.
Number 17, deep to
He sends this one toward the end zone.
The 10 up to the 15, across the 15, up near the 20, but not quite there.
They're trying to get in range.
Less time of possession, but more yards.
Before halftime. First and 10. Looking downfield, looking for an option, going for the
Big
deep man.
bomb down the left side, finds a receiver, but it's deflected or broken up by the defender there. An excellent defensive play. Looked like he kind of fell down on that. He's able to get that ball. I don't think there's anybody to catch it. Or anybody to catch him, I should say. Pitch out to the right side. Oh my goodness, that defender got destroyed. He's like, I helped. I slowed him down a little bit. Can't talk out of his mouth because he just got stiff armed to hell. I slowed him down. Worked out, I guess.
A simple run should get us to halftime.
All right. Buffalo leads 14-7. They have the better record at 11-5. But the Steelers.
So before we start the third quarter, here's a quick look at how both teams have fared.
Time of possession. The Steelers lead time of possession. They don't have very many yards. Their touchdown drive came off of an interception. And they're going to do maybe a pretty dangerous thing here. And it's not their fault necessarily. But they're going to kick it to a Buffalo team who has scored touchdowns on their previous two possessions, I believe. God, I hope that's right.
He kicks it off. Wilkins fields it cleanly. The Bills take over on offense.
I'm always afraid when I say that. I try to say it with confidence. You know it, and then I go, did I miss a 3 and out? Did I forget about a really quick 3 and out or an interception?
It's first and 10. Ball on their own 27.
From the 27-yard line, first and 10 for Buffalo, up 14-7.
Manning
looking down the left side, he's going to throw a pick on the first play of the half. Oh my goodness. He might have had that receiver if he threw the ball toward the sideline. Looked like it was underthrown and inside.
Melissa, do you have an update for us?
Thanks, Al. The Steelers coach is not
that
happy
is-
about his team's lack of offense. He knows that the only way
What
they
a
can come back is by
turn.
putting a few
We
drives
saw this
together and
we
keep
saw
the
this in the
defense
second
off
quarter
the
with
field.
Pittsburgh. They look like they have a 7-point lead. They're looking to maybe drive down the field, try and get more points, take control of this game, and the quarterback immediately throws an interception.
And below you can see how
We have that same scenario happening here. Buffalo may be looking to extend the lead to 10 to 14 points. No. Throws a pick immediately.
Ball on the 43-yard line. The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him. Dropping back, looking to the middle. And they're able to
Finds a
connect on that
receiver
one.
up right at the 35, I should say.
That one was all about timing. The quarterback let it go, and the receiver looked back just at the right time.
First and 10. Ball on the 35-yard line. 4 linemen and 3 linebackers lined up defensively. Dane looking for a seam. And
Looking
he's
for
brought
some room
down
up the middle.
at the
Nothing
33.
doing there.
Not much on that play.
Yeah,
Steelers
you
only
talk
have
about a
54 total
defensive
yards of
line winning
offense.
the battle, and this is what you mean. The running back gets to the line, and there's nowhere to go after that.
They're within striking distance here. Number 81 moves in motion.
Second down and 8. Hands the ball off, tries to find some room. A good burst of speed up the left or off the right side there. Nice seam, good speed.
And into the secondary on that carry.
The offensive
And Dane.
line dominated the defensive line there.
It's
and they
a
sprang
big old
around.
run right there. And just like that, they're inside the red zone, inside the 15-yard line with a first down and 10.
Dropping back. Throws it.
That is a great defensive recovery there. It looked like Pittsburgh had exactly what they wanted. Maybe a little out, like up and out corner route towards or against what looked like maybe a zone defense there, but
second down and 10 to go.
Really nice recovery by Buffalo to deflect that ball away. Second down and 10.
The I formation. They'll go with a pass. Stewart looking for something on the
Finds a
right.
receiver. I love those kinds of routes.
Gain of 10.
Going right to you. Just a little button route. And the ball's going to be right there.
So it's first and goal.
When you turn, the ball is there. You hear guys like Jerry Rice talk about like Steve Young or Joe Montana. We run those in the dark
And it's caught.
and be able to do those, complete those successfully.
Great vision by the quarterback. He looked the defense off his receiver.
Touchdown,
and
Pittsburgh.
turned and fired it to the
Pittsburgh has
end.
taken 2 turnovers and turned them into touchdowns. They are an extra point away from tying this wild card matchup at 14.
And it's
Kick
on
is
its
up,
way,
and the kick is
and
good.
The point is good. And so they turn that drive into a great one.
7-play, 44-yard drive takes 2.5 off the clock, and Stewart finds the end zone to knock the game up at 14. That was a surprisingly long drive. They didn't really go all that far, but halfway through the third quarter, Peyton Manning has not been playing well late.
Kick this one off.
We watched them lose to a third-string quarterback
He sends it
against
off.
New England. Struggled down the stretch, kind of backed their way into the playoffs. After that New England loss, they were kind of locked into that 5th seed.
Sudden halt. After collecting themselves on the sidelines, let's see what happens here.
We watched them in week 16. We did not. We watched them play the Chargers as
It's
well,
first and 10.
which was in week 15. Pull some footage here. Oh, they didn't even lose a close game against San Diego. They just got spanked.
And the defender
Got
brings him
absolutely
down.
clobbered, that's right.
23-yard line.
You don't need a flashy running game to win games. Sometimes all you need to do is control the clock and wear down that defense.
About 8 yards. Ball on their own 23.
So a gain of 2 sets up a second down and 8 at the 23-yard line.
Drops back. Throws it out
Goes
over
over the
left.
middle, finds a
Great
receiver,
catch.
spin move, trying to get free there.
At the
Up near the
34.
35-yard line, but it's a first down either way.
10 on the play.
First and 10.
Minute and a half to go here in the third quarter. Keep glancing over at the router to see if...
To the left.
Oh my goodness, how did he find a receiver in that whole mess? He is down the sideline. He's going to get tripped up inside the 20. I cannot believe this play.
Now gives him full.
There are multiple defenders and extra receiver in there, which drug another defender into the area because it looked like there were just too many receivers in the same area. Defense converges. Wow. Might not have been as close as I thought. Again, the camera angle not great,
First and 10.
so the depth of the receivers is hard to tell against the versus where the defenders are, and it's weird. I was trying to say that I keep looking over at my router, hoping that it'll, like, all the buttons will flash up, and it's like, oh, you have Wi-Fi now. So they completed the pass with all the players in the area, and then a wide open drop right there.
The hit that was coming,
And that
or the
is
run after the pass. But you have to think
Going to bring up
about
a
the catch
second
first.
down and 10. Huge play, though, down the left side.
It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 17-yard line.
Kind of puts them in like, hey, Peyton Manning, don't screw this up territory.
They'll go with a pass.
Manning looks. Manning surveys the field. Fires to the right side. Finds an open receiver, but he kind of let him out of bounds a little bit there.
First of the day.
That pass is just a little tighter. That's the pass you want inside. The If you flip those two passes, if you flip the interception pass at the beginning of this half and that pass, you may not have a tie game and you might have a 14-point lead.
First down and goal to go. Fifth play of this
First down
drive.
and goal. Big offensive set there. They're going to pitch to the left side. Sean Alexander's looking for the corner. He's going to find it for the touchdown.
And did the rest for the score.
That is a big
Gonna give a little Michael Scott dance right there. That show wasn't even
Find themselves
invented
up by a small margin.
by NBC at this point. The British version existed around this time.
And it's up. And he tacks on
The extra point is good. We're trading touchdowns here. 6-play, 2 minutes, 78-yard drive. Ends with a 3-yard run by Sean Alexander. 21-14 now, Buffalo on top. Buffalo wins. They are the 5 seed. Winner goes to go face San Diego. San Diego probably not a team that Buffalo wants to see, considering last time it was a 17-0 blanking, a spanking blank.
He gets the kick away.
It sounded funny in my head, and I said it. I was like, this is not kind of weird, maybe a little gross.
Can't bring him
To the
down.
15, slips a tackle, dives forward towards the 21-yard line, and that should be where the Pittsburgh Steelers start. They could start at the 18. Who knows where the hitboxes are? They're going to give it to him right at the 20. What do you know?
Using motion. Drops back. Passing to his right. Heads up
Deflected
play.
at the line, 2nd down
Great
and 10.
position and great reaction made that play happen.
It's 2nd down and 10 to go.
16 seconds to go here in quarter number 3.
Searching for a save.
Hands the ball off, spins off a defender, tries to spin back across a different defender. First spin a lot more successful than the second one. Tackled after a moderate gain. And we will see what the yardage down and distance is after the third quarter switch. Buffalo finds themselves up by 7, 21-14. Steelers have only scored points after getting a takeaway from the Bills. Can they break that streak and get some points here? We did see Pittsburgh use the kick a field goal mentality to win. So don't count them out for kicking a field goal and then scoring a touchdown that lets them win the game. And I believe the situation was similar. It was like a 7-point difference or something like that, 6 or 7. It was a touchdown difference. And kicked a field goal and then used a touchdown to win back in one of those other weeks. Tell you what, you go watch all the videos and let me know down in the comments below.
And he finds the open man. A display of good concentration by the receiver.
If he can make catches like that regularly, he can expect to see more passes thrown in his direction.
7 yards to go. They'll go with a pass. Passes it out to the left.
Oh, he threw it to the left and he threw another interception. Buffalo is going to have a terrific field position inside the 30. We've seen it twice now on routes like that from Pittsburgh. The Buffalo defender jumps it, and it's just an up and out. The Buffalo defense reads it well, picks the ball off.
So they have 1st and 10.
And with 4:09, Buffalo can really take control of this game. Pittsburgh begging their crowd to get into it. We could see 4 road victors today. I'm kind of counting that Green Bay is going to lose already, but not a good thing for a Packers fan to do, but as a realist,
This guy's going to be in the All-Madden team.
they have not played well on camera. I think they beat Chicago and Champaign early in the season, and I don't think we saw them win at all. Chicago playing in a college stadium this year, keeping that theme alive. We'll likely see that in NFL Fever 2003 unless they kind of are just like, yeah, whatever. We'll just let them play. Do they really want to go out and take a bunch of pictures of a college stadium that they don't have records of and won't necessarily need records of? Madden makes more sense. NFL Game Day would make sense. Heck, even NFL 2K would make sense because they each have collegiate variants of their games. So that's interesting. That's a thing I had not even considered. Maybe we'll take a look at the Bears if they're playing at home. A touchdown for the Bills. They are going to start to run away with this one. A couple of touchdowns quickly.
And he got the job done on that one.
Coming off the interception thrown by Cordell Stewart. They are putting the Steelers on the ropes. It is now 27-14. We had the Seahawks, by the way, playing in a college stadium last season. I don't think we'll see any others for a while, if ever. I can't think of a team that would have had a new stadium built that they would have needed to move for, like a renovation. I guess I didn't know about the Chicago one, but like Seattle had Seahawks Stadium built. The Bears had their stadium remodeled. The Rams. Oh, I guess you would get, but I don't think it'll work the way I want it to. That deep into the Madden games, I guess you would get San Diego at the soccer stadium.
Defense did a nice job the last time around, forcing the interception.
And for a couple of year or two. That 1 year, Green Bay went out to California like 3 times and just got crushed. 3:08 to go here in the fourth quarter. 1st and 10 for Pittsburgh.
He's going to throw.
They need a quick score here. Overthrows his intended receiver, 2nd down. Wisconsin's on fire. I bet that they're playing a garbage team. And no disrespect to the athletes. They're working hard. They're doing their thing. They're,
Dropping back, Stewart passing to the right. Nice connection. Burris with the tackle.
They're playing Illinois State. That was weird sounding. Oh, one of the defenders almost got him.
It's 3rd down, and they have a long way to go. Ball on their own 15. Dropping back, steps up, passing to the
Cordell Stewart finds an open receiver, but hit immediately and dropped in 4th down. I mean, realistically, Pittsburgh has to go for it, but you never know with a game this old. They'll try to play the field position battle. It looks like they're going to punt the ball away, down 14 with almost 2 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter.
He's trying to pin them back as far as possible as he lines up for his
Any
third
interesting
punt.
Scores here?
Well, the offense is back on the field again. Their last drive, they moved the ball very well, especially through the air on their way to a touchdown.
Kentucky is ranked, which is surprising. Coastal Carolina in a battle with Army halfway through the 3rd quarter. Coastal Carolina up 17-14, excuse me. Sean Alexander is off on a huge run here, and he is going to score a touchdown. Another touchdown for Buffalo. Where was this team? Where has this team been? You're starting to see flashes of why they are 11-5, why they played so well, why they competed in the AFC East. My goodness, it was 14-14, and all of a sudden it is just exploded into a 21-point lead. That is why you don't punt the ball. What are you doing, Pittsburgh?
And he tacks on the extra point. And so the
Utah and Florida in a very close game, 14-13.
That drive is exactly what the offensive
at the half.
Was looking for and hoping for.
I think the whole
a couple of
team's
field
happy
goals
after that
by
one.
Utah. That's what gives them
the ball
13
back so
points,
they
but
can
that's
go
number
score
7
again.
taking on Florida. That's good stuff. That's what you want to see.
Williams will be kicking off.
Number 17 and number 81.
He kicks it off.
The big game of the day, Ohio State, Notre Dame. Gross versus Gross. Currently 10-7. All of these scores will be obsolete by the time you see this, but hey, that's all right. Washington State's playing later tonight. They're playing Idaho. So we'll see how that goes.
Ball on their own 20.
In other news,
He's gonna throw.
Seattle has the bases loaded with one out, and they just got a run on a walk. Their second run on a walk in this game.
And nothing is more disheartening to a quarterback than a drop pass. The defense should focus on keeping the receiver.
Seattle's playing so well.
Because as soon as he catches the ball, that's where he's going to want to go.
Under 2 to go here, and this game has gotten out of hand. 35-14 at the moment. Second down and 10 from the 20-yard line.
Quick drop. Steps up with the throw.
Throws into a defender's batting arm. That'll be knocked away.
He's lucky the defender didn't come away with that pass. If they get a first here, they'll need to start picking them up quick. The more downs you use to get the first, the longer it takes. And they need every second on the clock to try and make a comeback.
Nickelback in this time. Looking to pass. Passing to his right. And he finds the open man. Whoa. He's in on the play again for another tick on the stat sheet.
Got a heartbeat, got the triple tackle, even though it wasn't all that exciting. And a nice conversion on third down.
4 linemen and 3 linebackers lined up defensively. And he dropped it. He got his hands on it, but the pass was incomplete.
No receiver's perfect, so you'll even see the best ones drop a few. But the key word is a few.
I doubt we'll see any blitzing from the defense from this point on. It's second down and 10 to go. 4-man front this time. He's going to throw.
Minute 34 to go here. Cordell Stewart throws down the right side, finds a receiver who tries to break free, but shoestring tackle brings him down.
First and 10. Ball on the 45-yard line. Four linemen and 3 linebackers lined up defensively. With the throw.
Is that incomplete? I thought he had possession of that ball, but nothing doing. Second down and 10. He'll pat his chest saying, my bad. Who cares? Yeah, it is your bad. We're down 21.
Second and 10. Ball on the 45-yard line. The Steelers line up with 2 tight ends. Dropping back. Gets the pass off. That
was out of bounds.
He was out of bounds.
Yeah, that play might have had a shot if the quarterback would have kept the pass in bounds. When you're
Yeah,
down
idiot.
by this much, the
Just throw the
offense
ball
doesn't
better
want to be
forehead.
facing too many third and fourth down, because that means they're taking too much time. They should be getting first every 1 or 2 downs if they want to have a chance at this thing.
With an extra DB, the defense is in the nickel, using motion.
I'm surprised that Sean Alexander play went all the way for a
Passing
touchdown.
right, hits the target with the pass. He didn't get enough for the first on that play.
You got to wonder what they're thinking running the play short of the first down mark around third down. Maybe they were trying to give themselves a little more room for the punt.
Looking to throw. Throwing.
Fourth down and 2 down the right side. Finds a receiver, and that one is a completed catch on the sideline. Excellent throw there.
With that pass.
That was quite a throw. This guy's been blessed with a golden arm.
They'll pass on every play from here on out.
When you're down by more than 1 score and there's less than a minute left, that's all you can really do.
9th play of this drive. Man in motion. They'll go with a
55 to go on the clock.
pass. Passes left.
Pittsburgh finds an open man in the end zone. Touchdown. Too little, too late. That's the first points Pittsburgh has scored all game long, not following
So he found his
a
target,
Buffalo
and for the third
turnover.
time, it goes for a touchdown. And it's up The extra point attempt is good. The Steelers still find themselves in a very deep hole.
This game has pretty much been decided. They can even bring in the backups if they want.
Jeez. Bringing the backups in a playoff game?
Vinatieri sets up for the onside kick. Here comes the kicking team to try for the recovery.
Okay, they did not get it, so we should see just a couple of kneel downs here. There's no reason for Pittsburgh to take a timeout. They're down 14 points. Buffalo, an explosive second half, propels them to a 35-21 lead and likely 35-21 victory. We won't etch it in stone, though. Who knows? Now they're actually going to pitch it to the outside there. Drives them backwards. Pittsburgh will take a timeout. We'll pause the game here to realize that they have 2 left. Oh, God, they can get the ball back.
The end here, and they figure to go with a running play to keep this clock winding down. They're just about in field goal range. Ball on the 44-yard line. Looking for blockers. Breaking free. Brooks is starting to make his presence felt out there. That run won't move them far.
The lineman just failed to open up any holes to run through or give them room to work with.
3rd and 9. And we can attribute this lead to their ability to convert on 3rd down. He ran out of real estate there.
Yeah, you talking about patience. And
why are you taking timeouts?
That's what you see.
You're down by 14. Just lose.
Did not let that play develop.
Just lose, foreheads.
Unable to sustain the drive and run out the clock, they'll have to punt. So they're almost within their kicker's range. He'll try to pin them close to the goal line.
Kick is deep into the corner. Didn't see a touchback pop up there, so we'll see where that went out of bounds. And they got a pretty decent kick inside the 10, or right at the 10. And that's where Pittsburgh will set up.
1st and 10. Drops back. Gets rid of it. And they're able to connect.
Interesting play call right there. They wasted all of their timeout, or used, I should say, all of their timeouts on defense. And they went back to a route that's shown that they've thrown 2 interceptions previously. That is a huge waste of time right there, down to 18 seconds. I mean, I appreciate that it is a completed pass, so that's good.
About 6 to go. Dane, the man in motion. They'll go with a pass. Pump fakes. Stewart looking for the long completion down the left side. He pulled the trigger quickly.
As hard as he throws it, he always seems to put the ball right on the receiver's number.
It's 1st and 10.
High snap. Stewart fires it. A laser down the field. And that'll be the final play of the Pittsburgh Steelers season. They will lose 35-21. Buffalo
That's the end of the game. The final score is
improves to 12-5. The Steelers drop to 9-8. It doesn't really matter. I mean, the records are irrelevant, but yeah, there you go.
Saying goodbye and inviting you to join us in our next presentation of Madden NFL 2003.
Madden NFL 2003. Your next presentation of Madden NFL 2003 will be the Bucks taking on the Packers. Your player of the game, 2 touchdowns, 14 carries, and 85 yards for Sean Alexander. 35-21, again, your final here. That is, what a turnaround. What a turnaround. Pittsburgh was looking like they were about to go up big in the early stages of the game. They were already up 7. They had the ball, feeling good, threw an immediate interception. Allowed Buffalo to tie it. Buffalo scored again. They controlled the game. They had a 14-7 lead coming out of half. And they were looking, similarly to Pittsburgh, touchdown lead, looking to get more points. First play of the drive, throws an interception. Steelers tied at 14, but that's as close as it would be. The Buffalo Bills would go on to score 21 unanswered. Steelers would score in garbage time. And 35-21, a big explosive game, is your final. Whew, I forgot how difficult it was to commentate 4 games. How hard that was on my throat. We're going to wrap it up here with the Bucks and the Packers. Tampa Bay, a quality team. They're 9-7, a winning record. The Packers, not so much. They're 7-9. They get a home playoff game against a team that finished ahead of them in the standings because they won the garbage NFC North. I wonder if we will ever see a division that bad again. So far, we've seen teams just kind of run away with it. We had San Diego. We had Dallas last year, though they fell. They kind of slipped toward the end. Atlanta controlled the division. You had a couple good teams in the AFC East this time. But nothing quite like every team finishing under 500.
Leading up to this one as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers get set to take on
no snow here in Green Bay, which is a little surprising considering that it's a January game. John Gruden asking for another chance in the NFL. Doesn't really deserve it in my opinion, but
shown in the past how dominant they can be. They're very aggressive, and it seems like all 11 guys are always around.
Speaking of Green Bay Packers, Darren Sharper played for Green Bay, so you can see his little profile picture there. Has the green and gold. LaDainian Tomlinson. He will be the running back for the Packers. Normally plays for, that's right, the San Diego Chargers.
It's going to be a game of X's and O's and who has the better game plan.
Wow, those guys got to be careful not to get all tired out doing that. You got to save some of that intensity and energy for the game.
Let's go to midfield for the coin toss. The playoffs are here, and we're ready to get this NFC wildcard game.
Green Bay is going to get the ball first. We've seen 3 road teams win. Will we see a 4th here? We got a pretty abysmal Packers team, 7-9. They were really good against their division, and that is about it. But that's not even saying all that much because the division was bad throughout the entire season. That is what propelled them to the playoffs and getting that home playoff game. They were tied with, I believe, the Vikings. I believe the division record is what sent Green Bay over the top. They do not have their quarterback Donovan McNabb in the game. They have somebody else. That does not bode well for Green Bay. We'll see probably a healthy dose of LaDainian Tomlinson today, which is probably a good idea. Run that ball, keep the clock moving, keep this game, try and shorten it up the best you can. Maybe sneak a win.
It's 2nd down and 5 to go. Ball on their own
I think, let's see, what the 6th seed was San Francisco, so they've locked their ticket to Atlanta. Beautiful spin move there to get the first down. Chris Winkie, NCAA Football 2002 cover athlete Chris Winkie.
It does a lot for your whole offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see some sort of play path to build off that big game.
Winkie with a man in motion.
Turn around, hand the ball off to the really good athlete behind you.
Him down at the 38-yard line. Gain of a handful.
I like the plan. I like the game plan here. Keep it on the ground. Keep the clock churning.
2nd and 6.
Make them stop the run before you start throwing it. Winkie would be a 2nd-year player in this game. Oh, they're going to give him the ball. Throws it over the middle, finds a receiver, and they'll be into, well, surprisingly, they threw it to, that's right, LaDainian Tomlinson. Tomlinson doing a little bit of everything here. Reaching out and picking up that pass.
It's 1st and 10.
And they'll be in Buccaneers territory at the 49-yard line. Back to the I formation for the Packers. Hand the ball off, looking for some room on the left side. Beautiful spin move, but gets spun down not too far after that spin move. 4 rushes, 22 yards already. This is a plan that you should continue doing. It is working. 5 yards, 5.5 yards a carry.
Almost within their kicker's range. Ball on the 43-yard line.
And already 2 minutes off the clock. Second down and very manageable at 2nd and 4.
Stewart gets the
Pitch out to
toss.
the right side.
Bell
Stewart that time doesn't get a whole lot,
So
but
far. The defense did a nice job.
not an incomplete
bottling them up
pass.
there.
The defense did a good job of maintaining their composure on that play. Takes good discipline to maintain your position and not over pursue.
5 yards to go. Ball on the 44-yard line. And this is the 6th play of this drive. Surveying the
Winky
field.
looks, fires down the right side, finds a wide open receiver, but he threw him a little too far.
And the only call
Threw the
there
ball a
that
little
can
too
really
far,
save
threw him
you
out of
is a
bounds there.
situation if the official
That's a
determines that
beautiful
you would've
play
come
design
down
that's
in
just not
bounds,
executed well
but
by
a defender pushes you out while you're up in the air.
the quarterback.
clearly
And that
didn't
drive will
happen
grind
there.
to a halt.
4th down now.
Only
5
failed
yards to
third
go.
down
Ball
conversion.
on the
3 minutes, though,
44-yard
come
line.
off the clock-ish.
Royals is just about ready to punt this one away.
4th down and 5, and they'll try and pin him deep.
Smith
I think in
will
today's
call for the
game,
Bearcats.
you would see... That's a beautiful punt, though. I think you would probably see Green Bay go for it. Rely on your defense. But, I mean, it's hard to argue a coffin corner like that. Trent Green, your quarterback for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
4-man front this time. Green sends a man in motion.
They are deep in Packers territory. They're going to hand the ball off.
Clark records the stop at the 3. Biakabatuka was stopped before he could go anywhere.
Yeah, because those big old defensive linemen push those big old offensive linemen backwards.
2nd and 10. Ball on their own 3. Only one man back.
Crowd oddly
He's
quiet.
looking to pass.
Drops back, looks, in the end zone, fires, and it's incomplete. A couple of defenders in the area, a couple of receivers kind of in the
Stayed
same
with the
spot.
coverage, and he got his hand right in there.
It's 3rd down, and they have a long way to go. Ball on their own 3.
Defense pumps the crowd up. 3rd down.
Looking for an opening.
Gonna be no gain there. 4th down, so a 3 and out for the Buccaneers. That's a hard sequence of events to argue. I said before they punted the ball away that I thought current day Green Bay would go for it on a 4th and 5 in their opponent's territory, but a coffin corner punt inside the 5-yard line and a 3 and out is really hard to argue. The kick is away.
Moss.
They're going to get terrific field position. They'll gain a few yards from their previous spot. A couple of 1st downs for the Packers. And they'll be 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Wow.
It's 1st and 10.
Probably a 45-yard punt or so.
The Packers are in the offset on
A little surprised to see the throw here, but does find a receiver. It might be Tomlinson yet again.
They're in field goal range.
2nd down and 3. Green Bay can't really throw these opportunities away. They have terrific field position. Just hand it off to Tomlinson. He's averaging 4+ yards a carry.
Nothing fancy either. He just goes right at the defense to move those chains.
So we have 1st and 10 here. The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him. Gets the pass off.
Play action pass, and he threw an interception. A disastrous turn of events for the Packers. A horrible throw. Everything about that play was terrible and broken. Go back and look at that, and you can see that it just does not get off to a good start, and it ends horribly with an interception. Green Bay had played so well. They played it really about as perfectly as you could. Obviously, you want a 3rd and 5 conversion on a wide open receiver down the field, but coffin corner punt, 3 and out, terrific field position. You get a 1st down, You find Tomlinson for a completion on the little swing route outside. You hand the ball off to him, and then you throw a pick. Absolutely horrendous turn of events there. He's going to get blown up and lose the helmet. The first quarter will end with goose eggs on the board. Battle of the Bays here in the wild card round. 9-7 Buccaneers taking on the 7-9 Packers.
0. So it's 2nd and 10.
Unbelievable.
24.
I mean, not really.
Only one man back. Green hands it off, and it looks
You're
like
using
they'll
a
mark
third-year
it
starter.
at
He's
the
going to make some
27.
bonehead plays. That would be one of them.
Keeps it
But
on
you already
the
have
ground.
27 yards rushing. We don't see those kind of numbers in these smaller 5-minute quarter games. That is a lot. And the way that they've been able to run so effectively.
Ball on their
Why
own
are you
27.
even putting the ball in the air in the first place?
They'll go with a pass. Passes it. Great catch.
That
Carter
Bubba
with the
Franks
stop
down the
at
sideline there.
42-yard line. And that's now 3 tackles for him in this game.
It is. Bubba Franks, I believe, played for Green Bay during this time frame.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 42. Drops back. Gets rid of it. Nice reception. Woodson.
Nice tackle right as the reception is made. Right near the first down marker, but I think he's going to be about a yard short.
Ball at midfield. The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him. Looking to throw.
3:38 to go here in the second quarter. Trent Green throws off his back foot. Finds a receiver that's pretty open. Had the ball in his hands, but a good timed tackle. Jars the ball loose, and it'll be 3rd down and short for Tampa Bay. Correct Bay. Correct Bay.
2 yards to go.
I looked at the G and I was like, was it Green Bay's ball? No, they threw an interception. An idiotic interception. 3:35 to go here. 3rd and 2.
Drops back. Gets rid of it.
Fires to the right side, and that's going to be a catch by Bubba Franks.
Makes the tackle.
Just a nice,
At the
easy
46.
little up and out. Too tall for that safety or corner, and too fast for a linebacker. That's what you call a matchup problem, folks.
So they have 1st and 10 here.
Winner goes to Seattle.
4 linemen and 3 linebackers
I believe.
lined up
I still don't know who the second seed is. I'm pretty sure it's Seattle.
Prior to the snap, false start.
False start.
Number 76.
So that'll set him back 5 yards.
They're moving in the wrong direction.
A play like that will just kill a Kirk. You're trying to put a drive together. and
No,
you pull
coach, don't
something like
die.
that out.
I'm having a heart attack.
The ball is right at midfield. Biaka Batuka, the lone setback. Green hands it off. Missed
Run off the
and it
left
looks like
side.
this
Not a
one
whole
will be
lot of room
spotted
there.
at
He'll get
the
right to
50-yard
midfield.
line. Biaka Batuka wasn't able to
Biaka
do anything with
Batuka.
it there.
He was looking for a place to run, but all those places were filled up with guys waiting to tackle him.
The dream.
Ball at midfield.
2nd down and 14.
The Buccaneers are in the offset I formation. They'll go with a pass. Pass is left.
Got a
He
penalty
hits the
marker
receiver.
down. Bubba
Penalty
Franks
marker down
again
the field.
open. And we're going to see a holding penalty accepted to bring up a 2nd down and 24.
That's a 10-yard penalty.
And that may have been the same guy that had the false start called on him. The Buccaneers offensive line is not having a good series here. All the way back to the 40-yard line. hit as he throws. Still finds a receiver. The receiver's going to get loose. He's going to find some room all the way up near the original line of scrimmage. So, that is not the kind of play you want to give up on second and long. But it's still third and long as we hit the 2-minute warning. It's third and about 12. They're back on the Packers side of the field.
Third down and long coming up here. Ball on the 47-yard line. Bennett, the motion man. Back to pass.
The defense was caught kind of in motion as that ball was snapped, but doesn't matter. A short little swing pass out to the side. I like the concept of it. Give it to an athletic guy. Let him try and make a man miss. Get close. Maybe you're in 4-down territory. But Green Bay's defense played that pretty well, which is surprising considering that when the ball was snapped, Green Bay was still kind of moving some players around. Looked like they were flipping their defense at the very last second. They're going to let this game clock die. 7 seconds on the play clock.
Moss signals fair catch on this punt.
That will be a touchback. Almost a magnificent punt. Looked like it hit in the front corner of the end zone. It just needed like 2 yards.
And be ready for any type of stunt. You might even have a back try to chip on the defensive end before going out in the pass pattern.
I formation.
Still to go.
With 1:14 to go here in the second, we'll see how aggressive Green Bay wants to be. They're going to start with a pass. He's going to throw it to the right side, but nothing doing there. Not a whole lot of room to work with. I don't love the play call there. The design is bad. We're going to hit 1 minute. Green Bay surprisingly does not take a timeout. They'll get set and snap the ball with 55 seconds to go. Winky drops back, fires deep down the right side. And he's going to find nobody, a double-covered receiver. And again, not a great decision there. Looking for K. Casper on that one, but almost found himself some trouble. Third down and 8 from the 22-yard line. 51 seconds to go.
A long third down situation. Ball on their own 22.
Winky quiets the crowd.
Only one back behind him, using motion. Looking to pass. Throws it out over to the left.
Fires and finds a receiver on the left side past the 40-yard line. First down, Green Bay. A timeout taken.
Pass that he can't make. The defense doesn't want to play too soft underneath, as this guy might throw to his back out in the flat. If they want to keep this thing going into halftime, they have to be aware of things like that.
Looking downfield. Looking for an option.
Rolls, fires deep down the right side again, or left side, excuse me.
Make the catch.
Just overthrew everybody. 41 seconds to go, second down.
Was clearly off target. The defense needs to force him to throw underneath. They're using different coverages so they can't get big chunks of yardage in 1 or 2 plays.
That one deep down the right side into double coverage again, and just nothing doing there. Third down and 10.
One thing remains constant. No matter what kind of quarterback you are, rushing your throws is going to end up in incompletion or worse.
Third and 10. Ball on their own 43. With an extra DB, the defense is in the nickel. He surveys
Winky
the
looks,
field.
rolls, fires down the right side. That's a completed pass towards the sideline. That'll get out of bounds on a 1st and 10 coming up. What is this Packers offense? Nothing, bang from the passing game. Finds Casper that time on a 3rd and 10 conversion. They're deep in Buccaneers territory, in field goal range. We've seen Green Bay in field goal range earlier in this game. Did not work out well for them. Trying to find some room off the right side, but nothing doing. Green Bay, I don't love the run to immediate timeout.
He got developed.
2nd and 9 coming up here.
But they'll try and find something to work with here. 2nd down and 9 from the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw. Surveying the field with the throw.
Down the middle. That should have been an interception. That was a terrible throw into double coverage. Casper was not open at all.
First one to get the first. There's a whole nother half to play, and there's no need to try and get it all on this drive.
So they dug themselves into a hole here, a long 3rd down situation. Ball on the 25-yard line.
Lucky he did not turn that ball over again. Drops back, pump fakes, throws off his back foot, falling away, 4th down. Thought maybe he had it.
You just have to catch those balls.
You got that Madden animation. Exact same thing happened in between the offensive and the defensive player. And we will get a field goal attempt here. With 17 seconds to go, 4th down and 9. The kick is up, and it does not look great, but it is good. 42-yard field goal by Wilkins. I don't think they have a great kicker. 10-play drive. Took a little bit of time off the clock. Leaves 13 seconds for Tampa Bay to do something. Likely just kneel it down or run the ball to get to half. They're only down by a field goal. They get the ball after the break.
He sends it off.
And we'll see what happens for the 2nd half.
Number 37 returns this. It's loose.
Oh, we fumbled it, and the defense recovers. All right, we're going to take a look at the replay because this is an absolutely absurd turnover. An absurd turnover. I don't know that I can express how absurd this turnover is. So we have the kickoff. We're going to go ahead and hide this. If you push various pressures on the R2 button, it speeds up or slows it down. I have, hold on, Joy-Con drift apparently. Can we stop? Stop. What is happening right now? Stop. 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 I'm not doing anything. Oh my goodness. Okay. Stop. 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 Oh my god. Okay, this was a way better idea in theory. Why is it so sensitive? He's going to run up the field here. That was absurd. He's going to get hit. He's going to fumble this ball. Now, over here, we're going to take a look at the player who's going to recover this ball getting knocked over right in there. This ball is just going to roll into his possession. Just an unbelievably lucky play. Goes through all these feet and then whoop. And that's where you could hear the whistle go off. He has it in his hand. It rolled into him. And that is how the Green Bay Packers got possession. 9 seconds to go. We might just see Green Bay go for the field goal right here. They don't have a terribly powerful kicker, it seemed. That 41-yard field goal seemed like it was about the limit of the field goal kicker. They will try the I formation.
He's gonna throw.
Winky, get a look, fires down over to the left side to Tomlinson. Finds some room, and they're going to take a timeout with 4 seconds to go.
So we'll take another look at that great throw and catch and see exactly how they were able to hook up.
Tomlinson in between about 6 defenders, 72 yards to the left.
They can get a field goal here.
The opposite of San Francisco, just not going to the right at all. 167 for 209, 79% field goal maker.
Field goal attempt. And it's up. The kick sails through.
Kick is good, and that will end the second quarter. In bizarre fashion, Green Bay was looking to take a 3-point lead. Fumble on the kickoff leads to another field goal. An unbelievable turnover right there. We will just skip the halftime show, apparently. 1 turnover for each team and even 5 minutes of possession for each team. Green Bay is going to kick the ball off with Tampa Bay. A touchdown score away from the Packers. 6-0. Extra point would be the difference, okay? If you want to be semantical about it. Up to the 20, to the 25, where he gets absolutely leveled. 6 first downs for the Packers, 2 for the Bucks. If you are the Packers, I think if you get this ball back, I think you just run the ball. Just run the clock out. Shorten this game as much as possible.
Looking to pass. Green
Finds a receiver on the right side. He'll get up to the 45-yard line, and just like that, 1st and 10.
Makes the catch, his first of the day.
Coming up after this, we'll take a look at the matchups next week. I don't really need to catch up on the scores. You were able to watch every game of the playoffs today and through the rest of the season here in Madden NFL 2003. Like I said, September 27th or maybe October 4th, we'll be starting up NFL Fever 2003.
The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him, using motion. Searching for a seam. Looking to turn the corner. And he stopped.
Tried to find some room on the right side. Got about 6. And left side, by the way. Right side to me, left side to the offense. 2nd down and 3, 7-yard gain on that one.
4 linemen and 3 linebackers.
Trent Green fires what should have probably been an interception. That was really well played by the defender there. Get in there, bat the ball down, but you read it. You read it well. Got your hand in there. Knock it. Well, I mean, knock it away, obviously, but get 2 hands on it. Pick 6. Maybe go for 2. Get wild. Pitch to the right side does nothing. It's pretty well blocked, but Baebeeeee ran right into his offensive line there, so it wasn't as effective as it probably should have been.
Hold about midfield.
Barnhart, couple of punts, long of 45, average of 38 and a half. And a majestic side photo there. Kick is deep. Going to be a fair catch. It's going to bounce into the end zone. We'll see a touchback. A 50-yard punt. For some reason, that's the longest punt. I don't think you really want that. I think you'd rather have the coffin corner. 1st and 10 from the 20 for the Packers.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 20. 4 linemen and 3 linebackers lined up defensively. Tomlinson to carry it. Missed tackle. Bell with the stop at the 25.
You don't need a flash.
Great play call right there. Just run the ball.
Sometimes all you need to do is control the clock and wear down that defense.
2nd and 5.
Right up the middle, 5 yards. Tomlinson's your guy.
Man in motion.
Every play should just be a turnaround handoff to him. Make them stop you before you throw it.
Searching for a seam.
There, okay. Maybe this time you think like, okay, maybe we throw it. Lewis, though, with a terrific tackle in the backfield, a couple of those, to go along with that interception on the very broken play earlier in this game.
They need 7.
3rd and 7 halfway through the 3rd quarter. Would have been cooler if it was 3rd and 5. Halfway to a 1st down, halfway through the 3rd quarter.
Sends the pass away.
Winky deep down the field, finds a receiver. He had his hands on it, but jarred loose by the hit, and that'll be 4th down. The clock will stop as well. That, I guess, would be more my concern, would just be like, hey, let's... 3rd and 7, I don't think is a terrible time to run the ball and just milk the clock as much as possible. Your defense is playing really well,
Punt of the game.
but it is a precarious 6-point lead.
Smith signals for the fair catch. He had no room for a return and called for the fair catch.
That was a smart thing to do with the coverage team closing in for a big hit.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 42.
Oh my goodness, everything is itchy. It is haircut time. It's well off in.
And he stopped
gets nothing there on first down. I was going to say in the backfield, and I was like, yeah, that's where that typically happens, in the backfield. Not right at the line of scrimmage. Not a great piece of commentary.
2nd and 10.
Another handoff there for Tampa Bay. And another nothing doing.
They'll be faced with a long 3rd down play here. Ball on their own 42. Man in motion.
Trent Green rolls, fires down the middle of the field. It's in between 2 defenders and still caught.
That quarterback is
That's
really
a big
special.
play.
Not only does he have the arm, he
My
can also
goodness.
guide it in there with some
Green Bay
touch
giving it up
to
on a 3rd and long. Forced a situation where you knew it was going to be a pass. Got him running, throwing across his body off his back foot. 2 defenders in pretty good position. They give up a big throw. I guess it's probably more down the left side. Doesn't really matter. It's a first down at the 20.
1st and 10 here.
3rd quarter winds, under a minute to go here.
Hands it off. He can't wrap him up.
Oh my goodness, got driven back. Tried to blow up the first guy, but that just sent him further and further back
cover their gap assignments.
away from the line of scrimmage, and we'll see where they spot it. I would not be surprised if this is like just a 2nd and 10. Forward progress sort of thing stopped as he stumbled back.
And then he's 15.
I'm actually going to give him a loss of 5 on that. Interesting. Play action pass. Finds a guy over the middle. I believe that's Bubba Franks. Very, very short gain. And we will see a 2nd down, or 3rd down and about 12 coming up here, likely after the 3rd quarter switch. 6-0 our score here.
Reached the end of the 3rd quarter with the Green Bay Packers.
Ranking-wise, because the Packers are the 4 seed, it's chalk. Record-wise, this is an upset.
And we'll start the 4th quarter. 3rd and long.
Drops back, fires left side wide open. He's going to be short of the line to gain, though. Good recovery defense by the Packers. They let that guy get wide open, but still closed down pretty well. And they'll force a Grammatica field goal. So cut the lead in half should it go through.
Grammatica will
4th
come in
and
looking
3.
to try the field goal. And it's on its
The
way.
kick is up.
Through the
The kick is good.
And so, John, the drive
7-play,
comes up a little short
44-yard
than they
drive.
might have liked, but they still
Took
managed to come
2:48
away
off the clock,
with a field goal.
and a 30-yard
The key to
field goal
having your drives get
is
some sort of
successful.
points for your team. They got
Historic
it done on
Lambeau
that
Field.
drive.
I've been there.
I'm
It
sure
was
they'll take a touchdown
amazing.
for the next one.
It's a bucket list moment, both to go to a game and to go to the Hall of Fame and do that tour, and it ruled.
He sends this one toward the end
The
zone.
kick is away. And from 2 yards deep in the end zone, he'll take it out. Up past the 15 to the 20 to the 21, 22-yard line, so about a 24-yard return there. Surprisingly, Tampa Bay has more time of possession. That is surprising.
It's 1st and 10.
4:24 to go here in the 4th. How aggressive do you want to be, Green Bay? Do you want to just start milking that clock? God, that's the 2nd time we have seen a play-action pass absolutely blown up in the backfield. A disgusting play, but a terrific defensive stop there. Tried to do the fake handoff, and there was a defender right in his face before he could really even turn around. I guess there would be a defender in the back of his head then. 3:57 to go.
Tomlinson
hand the ball off, find some room off the right side, or at least try to. Likely just to the... Oh, nope, never mind, just kidding. It really does dice rolls in the background. I'm telling you, it's rolling the dice. Does he have a head injury? No, okay. You live to play another down.
Moss comes in.
I formation, looks like they're going to blitz a couple of guys. Oh, shifting a little bit in their defensive mindset. They're going to hand the ball off, try to find some room off the left side. 4th down. Not doing a whole lot. They took a pretty good chunk of the play clock down. They're probably snapping it a little bit early, but
when he tried to turn the corner, they were right there to get him.
Green Bay is going to rely on their defense. If Green Bay even makes it out of this round, I don't know that they can take down Seattle with this kind of play. They are very lucky to even have a 6-3 lead because of the turnover after the first field goal. They scored 6 points in 15 seconds or whatever it was, but they have scored nothing since or before. The punt is away with 2:37. It'll go out of bounds, probably around midfield. Hard to tell exactly where it crosses that plane. Oh, it's even worse than I thought. They are in Packers territory already.
1st and 10. Back to pass. Passes it.
Throws off his back foot.
Was the intended target. He felt the pressure.
Fires, finds a receiver. Pretty good throw there. Contact right as the ball got there. We don't see a lot of pass interference calls in this game. We see face mask, both the 5 and 15-yard variety. Some holds. I feel like there was some a lot of clippings for a segment of this game for some reason. Oh my goodness. Blown up in the backfield. Terrific defensive play right there. They are holding Tampa Bay to nothing on the ground. A goose egg in the statistical category. A little over 30 yards for the Packers in the same category, the rushing category. Which means that they had 24 really early in this game, and they have gotten almost completely away from the run. A wide open receiver thrown towards the sideline. Beautiful pass by Trent Green. And that'll be a 1st and 10. It is a 3rd and 15 that they gave up for a first down.
It's 1st and 10.
At the 41.
Ball on the 36-yard line.
Last play before the 2-minute warning. Maybe. Hopefully.
Green.
Trent Green.
And he just can't hang.
We might get one more play because that was a pretty quick pass.
He was either thinking about the hit that was coming or the run after the pass. But you have to think about the catch first.
So it's 2nd and 10.
2:01 to go. 2nd down.
The quarterback lines up.
Longingly looking at the router, hoping. Pitch to the left side. Oh, a nice. Oh, wow. Turn that back inside really nicely. Looked like the 2 Green Bay defenders were going to block that out really nicely, but a nice juke move inside gave him some room to work with.
One thing they can't do in this play is lose yardage.
2-minute warning comes with 1:56 to go in the 4th. 3rd down and 2. Huge play for the Packers defense. That is maybe the play you would like to see on 3rd and 15.
Great position and great reaction made that
Still a good defensive play.
Field goal unit coming in to try to pick up the 3 points.
Gramatica right at 80% on his career field goal total. I think the field goal percents we've seen have been like 79, 80, and like 79.9.
The field goal attempt
The kick is up and good. I don't know why that's a record. Must be a Tampa Bay record. Or it doesn't save the records. I don't know.
Number 7 to kick off. Number 83 and number 82.
He gets the kick away.
148, Chris Winkie. That is deep in the end zone. They'll take it back. Take it for a touchback. Chris Winkie with an opportunity to lead his team down the field. Maybe kick a game-winning field goal. He's got to be careful with the ball here.
Play it safe and go into overtime, or attack and go for the win.
Winkie under center.
Winkie drops, fires. That is
intercepted. He's inside the 10. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
wow.
Spectacular defensive play.
Oh my goodness. That's the one thing you couldn't have happen, and it happened.
Pursuit for the score.
Green Bay got away from the running game. They put it in. They put the game too much in Chris Winkie's hands, and he made them pay
The extra point
for that
attempt is
decision.
good. So they're now up by a touchdown.
Tampa Bay has scored
As we take a look at the
13
success
unanswered
returning
points,
kicks, we get ready for the kickoff.
and they now lead by 7 with 1:40 to go.
Grammatica looks like he's just about ready to kick this one off. He sends it off.
Kick is away.
Moss opts not to take it out. We've updated our turnover stat, and it looks like this.
That second turnover is an absolute killer for this Packers team.
1st and 10.
They played
Ball
well
on their
enough
own
to at
20.
least be in the game. They had the lead for most of it, but now they have to go.
Drops back. He's looking, passing to his right. Great
That
pass.
almost got picked
And he
off as
shot
well.
at
That
the 31.
defender came rushing through to try and bat the ball away. Time is ticking, but a fresh set of downs, I should say, at the 30.
4 linemen and 3 linebackers lined up.
Winkie drops back, fires, finds a receiver up near the 40.
At the 41. He got in there for his first tackle. 2nd and inches.
Second down and inches,
Ball on their own
1:15 to
41.
go.
4-man front this time. Drops back, surveying
Chris
the
Winkie
field.
looks, pump
Tosses
fakes,
it
fires over the middle into
Jenkins.
a defender's outstretched arm, and that one's deflected and batted away.
Less than a yard to go. Ball on their own 41. He's looking to pass. He's looking.
Winkie fires. That was almost intercepted, but it's Tomlinson down the left sideline, excuse me. Green Bay will take a timeout with 59 seconds to go. That looked like an awful decision, a horrible pass,
1st and 10.
and yet somehow it actually was not the worst decision in the world.
The Packers are in the offset I formation. They'll go with a pass. He goes
First
to
down
the
and
left
10, a
side.
little behind the
Lewis
receiver there, but still a nice
at the
play
39.
by number
2nd
88
down
there.
now. They have to
Don't
get closer
love
to
the
the end
timeout
zone.
right there. You can let the clock wind a little bit.
They need about 3. Ball on the 39-yard line. Looking to throw. Tosses it right. Batted down. He makes a great play by breaking the passing.
He tried to guide it in there, but it didn't work.
3rd down and 3.
So they need about 3 here.
52 seconds to go.
Winkie gets set. He's looking to pass.
Drops
Looking
back.
downfield.
Fires to
Throws
the
over
right
his
side.
And a good defensive play.
He is making terrible decisions. The Buccaneers are reading him really well. A lot of deflected passes, a lot of
They have to convert to have any shot at winning
A lot of
this game.
outstretched arms knocking balls away. Just said, not great.
So they need about 3 here.
This is it. Packers in the I formation. Looks like a goal line formation. They're going to throw it. And they are going to be well short. Turnover on downs. Game over. Tampa Bay will advance to play Seattle next week. Green Bay put up a valiant effort for a 7-9 team that never looked very good throughout the season. We had them on the channel a couple of different times. They just were, I mean, even the Chicago game they won that in overtime. They scored 6 points in about a 15-second window and did absolutely nothing since then. They bring up the rushing stats here. Green Bay got away from the run as this game progressed, and I disagree with that. They were running it really well early on, shortening this game, giving Tampa Bay fewer and fewer opportunities to get the ball back, to get back in the game. Chris Winkie makes him pay for putting the game in his hands by throwing a crushing pick six immediately following Tampa Bay tying the game. So 13 unanswered from Tampa Bay will propel them to visit Seattle next week, which you'll be able to see right here on youtube.com/JohnSourceRex, so be sure to tune in for that. The final seconds will wind down here, and Green Bay, a team that probably didn't deserve to be in the playoffs in the first place, will be the fourth and final home team to lose today. That does it. Trent Green.
The final score is Tampa Bay 13, Green Bay 6. This concludes another.
Now, Tampa Bay can host the NFC Championship game, but they do need San Francisco to take down Atlanta next week. I don't know how likely that is, but San Francisco played a pretty good game, as Allen had 1 interception, 1 touchdown, and 4 tackles. We'll get out of here. 13-6 again, your final. And Green Bay really just did not have it today. All right, that will do it for this week's games. You got the Dolphins over the Colts 10-7, kind of maybe the weakest game of the 4. 49ers take out Washington 13-6. Bills clobber the Steelers by 14, though that game was a little closer than that score would indicate. And the Buccaneers beat the Packers 13-6 in the final game. Dolphins are going to take on the Patriots in the first game of next week's round. That is an AFC rivalry, or an AFC East matchup. You got the 49ers taking on the Falcons, the Bills taking on the Chargers, and the Buccaneers taking on the Seahawks to round out the games, or to round out the divisional week. If you would like to see those games and more, be sure to scroll down, subscribe, ring that bell. That way you're notified when I post new videos. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed today's extended football action. These games seem to take a little bit longer, but that is okay. It's no big deal. We got some good matchups next week that I'm looking forward to. Can the Dolphins continue to be the dark horse Dolphins and upset a 13-3 Patriots team? Can the Falcons stay hot? They are 12-4. Can the Bills get revenge against the Chargers? And can the Buccaneers muster enough offense to beat Seattle, Drew Bledsoe, and the Seattle Seahawks? We'll find out all that and more next week right here on the channel. So thank you so much for watching. Good sports. Hope you enjoyed. Goodbye. Sorry, Green Bay fans like myself. It was awful. Goodbye, though.